I got it. With the Most High God. That was when the time comes, we will stand up our own when the time comes. All right, let's go ahead and get this rocking and rolling. All right, happy Sabbath, everybody.
Happy Sabbath.
Good to stand before you here on the Lord's Sabbath day. For those who may not know, my name is Brother Jared here at the Israel God, Washington, D.C. location. And reading for us today is my esteemed reader and colleague, Brother Charles.
Happy Sabbath.
Good to see you. Good to see you as always, sir. As always. So what we're going to do is we're going to start and open up with the reading of the law as always. So let's turn your Bibles to Exodus chapter 20. Exodus 20, because we always let God go before us. We do this every single Sabbath day. Mm-hmm. Exodus 20. And pick it up at verse 1. When you get there, go ahead and read.
And God spake all these words, saying, I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
That's right.
Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image, or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above.
That's right.
Or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God.
Go ahead.
Visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me.
Go ahead.
And showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments.
That's right.
Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain, for the Lord will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain.
Go ahead.
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work.
That's right.
But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work.
Go ahead.
Thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates.
Go ahead.
For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that in them is, and rested the seventh day.
Go ahead.
Wherefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it.
That's right.
Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee. Thou shalt not kill.
Right.
Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not steal.
Go ahead.
Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor.
Go ahead.
Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house.
Right.
Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is thy neighbor's.
Appreciate that. Now let's go to Ecclesiastes chapter 12. Ecclesiastes chapter 12. Because everything we just read in Exodus 20, that's what God came down himself and spoke. Showing how serious it was. Ecclesiastes 12. We're going to hit two verses 13 and 14. Ecclesiastes 12, 13, and 14. When you get there, go ahead and read.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments. For this is the whole duty of man.
That's the whole meaning of life. Go ahead.
For God shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing.
That's right.
Whether it be good or whether it be evil.
And last spot, Revelation 22, to see if it changed. Solomon said we still have to keep the commandments that God spoke. Let's see if it changed in Revelation 22. Revelation chapter 22. And give me 14 and 15. When you get there, go ahead and read.
Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have the right to the tree of life, and may enter in through the gates into the city.
The ones that keep the commandments are allowed to enter. Go ahead.
For without are dogs, and sorcerers, and whoremongers, and murderers, and idolaters, and whosoever loveth and maketh a lie.
And whosoever makes the lie, and whosoever loves the lie that they made. That's what that's saying. All right. As stated, it's good to stand before you on the Lord's Sabbath day. And I got quite a few scriptures I got for y'all, so I'm not going to hesitate and take too long. But we do need to deal with a lesson called a Christmas investigation. A Christmas investigation. Because if you're going to shall I say, really analyze your paycheck, your mortgage loan, your auto loan, if you're going to look at everything that's required to get a degree, all these different details, you might as well investigate something that pertains to salvation. And we're going to see if this indeed is a stumbling block or if this is elevating your knowledge of Christ. We're going to take a look at the celebration called Christmas. That's all this is. Because as we used to say, the devil's in the details. So we're going to look at some details today. So I hope that you have what my elementary school teacher would say, your thinking caps. Or we would take out our magnifying glass and start to research like Sherlock Holmes. We're looking for details today. Because that means you're operating logically. Versus emotionally. Your emotions can't get you in the kingdom.
Teach, sir. Teach.
Your works, your actions, and what you do, and your obedience or lack thereof is what determines whether or not you make it in the kingdom or not. So we're going to take a look at this. What we're going to do is we're going to start in Jeremiah chapter 2. Jeremiah chapter 2, because the Lord is screaming through a bullhorn to get our attention and get us to consider some things. So let's start in Jeremiah chapter 2. And remember, Jeremiah is a bona fide prophet. In another lesson, we showed that Jeremiah gave a prophecy. Someone prophesied against Jeremiah's prophecy, saying, no, this is going to happen in 2 years. God said, no, you're going to die this year because you have taught rebellion. So the Lord has stepped in and said, no, Jeremiah is a bona fide prophet. So we're going to listen to some of Jeremiah's words today, as well as some others, and especially Jesus Christ. Jeremiah 2 and verse 1, when you get there, go ahead and read.
Moreover, the word of the Lord came to me saying, go and cry in the ears of Jerusalem, saying,
go. And so he's like, go speak unto my people, saying what?
Thus saith the Lord.
Thus saith the Lord. Go ahead.
I remember thee.
I remember you. Go ahead.
The kindness of thy youth. The love of thine espousals.
The love of thine espousals, because we had said when we came out of Egypt, all that the Lord has said we will do. He said that was an espousal. That was the day that we married the Lord. We made a covenant with him. Go ahead.
When thou wentest after me in the wilderness.
When you went after me in the wilderness, because that's where they went after they came out of Egypt. Go ahead.
In a land that was not sown. Israel was holiness unto the Lord.
You were holy at that time unto me. Go ahead.
And the first fruits of his increase. All that devour him shall offend. Evil shall come upon them, saith the Lord.
He said, and if anyone came against you, evil's going to come against them for touching you. That's what he's saying. He said, this is how tight you were with God at that time when you came out the wilderness, when he gave you the commandments. But jump down to verse 7. Go ahead.
And I brought you into a plentiful country to eat the fruit thereof and the goodness thereof.
That's right.
But when you entered,
go ahead.
You defiled my land.
You defiled my land. Go ahead.
And made mine heritage an abomination.
And you made my heritage an abomination. So he's trying to get them to consider, look at when you drop the ball so you can get back on your game. Go ahead.
The priest said not, where is the Lord?
So even the priest not asking for God. Go ahead.
And they that handled the law knew me not.
And the people that handled the law didn't know me, he said. Go ahead.
The pastors also transgressed against me.
Even the pastors, he said, transgressed against me. Go ahead.
And the prophets prophesied by Baal.
And people are prophesying by who?
Baal.
Baal. So you prophesying saying what's going to happen, but not by the word of God, but by Baal. So he's saying that, look at all that has taken place with Israel. That's what he's talking to right here. Go ahead.
And walked after things that do not profit.
And you did a whole lot of vain customs. What verse you at?
Top of 9.
Go ahead.
Wherefore I will plead with you, saith the Lord, and with your children's children will I plead.
So he said, I'm going to knock on your door to get your attention. And even after they die, when your children come along, I'm going to knock on their door to see, are you done dealing with Baal yet? Can I get your attention? Can you hear me now? Go ahead. That's in verse 9?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, give me 11.
Hath the nation changed their gods?
So he's asking this question. Hath a nation changed their gods? Go ahead.
Which are yet no gods?
Right. In other words, he's showing how all these other nationalities still deal with paganism. He said they claim to be Christian, but they still deal with the same old ancient gods. He said, hath the nation changed their gods, which are yet no gods? In other words, they kept consistent with their false gods, but what did Israel do? Go ahead.
But my people
go ahead,
have changed their glory for that which doth not profit.
But my people have changed their glory for that which does not profit. So now we are dealing with a lot of vain customs that don't profit us. In fact, it trips us up. But go ahead and also give me verse 13. Because I'm going to let him keep talking. Go ahead.
For my people have committed two evils.
My people have committed two evils. Go ahead.
They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters, and hewed them out cisterns, broken cisterns that can hold no water.
He said, they have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters. Who is this that's talking here? Jesus. The same one that met the woman at the well said, you come here looking for that regular water. If you would have asked me, I'd have gave you water that comes up into everlasting life. You will never thirst again.
Yes, sir.
He's saying, you've left me, Jesus. Go ahead.
Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave?
Now he got to ask a question about us because we changed our glory. When we were glorious, we were kings and we were priests and prophets and everything in the land. But they even switched out their glory and became a homeborn slave. You just, from generation to generation, next captivity, next captivity, next captivity. So much so that God needs to ask the question, are y'all done with being slaves yet? Go ahead.
Why is he spoiled?
Why? That's the question. Why is he spoiled? And that's when the Lord started knocking on my door because I said, yeah, we went through slavery, but no one dared to say why. God gave us the why. He said, I'm going to put you into slave ships and sell you for male and female slave in Deuteronomy 28. But no one wants to acknowledge that because that would mean we would have to take some accountability. But let's go to Isaiah 53. Because every time God gives the message, it's not the popular message. As if God's trying to win the popularity contest.
Yes,
well, you know, Brother Jared, everybody's doing it. Yeah, so what? The Lord trying everyone to leave 8 people. He will redo everything. Numbers count for nothing against God. And we haven't learned that yet. Woo. Isaiah 53 and verse 1. So he's going to ask this question. When you get there, go ahead.
Who hath believed our report?
Who has believed our report? So a whole lot of reports out there, but who's believed ours? Go ahead.
And to whom is the arm of the Lord revealed?
And to whom is the arm of the Lord? Talking about Jesus. Who has he been revealed to? Not many. Go ahead.
For he shall grow up before him a tender plant.
That's
as
right.
a tender plant. And as a root out of a dry ground. He hath no form, no comeliness.
That's right.
And when we shall see him, there is no beauty that we should desire him.
So how come I see all these images and they say this is Jesus and they always got someone looking handsome with a chiseled jawline and everything, long flowing hair? Who is that? Because the book said, who believed our report? He ain't winning no beauty contest. It said there is no beauty, right?
No.
But men judge on the outside appearance, but the Lord look on the heart. So we see here already there's been some trickery starting to take place. Go ahead.
He is despised and rejected of men.
To this day, he is despised and rejected of men, or they'll take his name and despise and reject his words. Go ahead.
A man of sorrows and acquainted with grief. And we hid as it were our faces from him.
In other words, we turn our back to him. I don't want to listen to what we got to say. So we turn our back to him, hit our face. Go ahead.
He was despised and we esteemed him not.
He was despised and we esteemed him not. He was not the popular one until he started doing some things. But this same one that didn't win a beauty contest, let's see how he showed up here on earth. Let's go to Isaiah 59. Because if you are going to tell me it's about the birth of Jesus Christ, let's deal with the birth of Jesus Christ in the Bible, but let's show how he got here. You know how people like to watch the movies, right?
Yes.
But we're going to show what happened before the scene where the beginning, shall we say, before he came in the flesh. Isaiah 59, and we're going to pick up at verse 2. 59 and 2. When you get there, go ahead and read.
But your iniquities have separated between you and your God.
Right.
And your sins have hid his face from you that he will not hear.
That's the reason why we went through that captivity. He said, because our sin has separated, just like when we were in the wilderness, he said, I need to move away from these people or else I'll destroy them all in a moment. So he had to have the tabernacle moved outside the camp and it was called the tabernacle of the congregation. He said, because I'm about to kill them all as one man. And I'm sorry, everyone knew with you, Moses, and they think that he does not do this anymore. He's the Lord God and he changes not. They're about to find out, but all we got to do is let the message go forth. Go ahead, verse 3. Did we finish out 2?
Yes, we did.
Go ahead, now give me 3.
For your hands are defiled with blood, and your fingers with iniquity. Your lips have spoken lies.
Your lips have spoken lies. Go ahead.
Your tongue hath muttered perverseness.
We've done everything backwards. Let's see what else they do in verse 17 with their feet. Go ahead.
Verse 7. Their feet run to evil, and they make haste to shed innocent blood.
And they even make haste to shed innocent blood. Go ahead.
Their thoughts are thoughts of iniquity.
Right.
Waste and destruction are in their path.
So he said their thoughts are nothing but sin. They just focus on evil and iniquity. He said they don't realize what's at the end of the road. Waste and destruction is at the end of the road in their path, right? He said, don't worry, I'm going to get you at the end of the road. But let's go also now to verse 14. Verse 14, go ahead.
And judgment is turned away backward, and justice standeth afar off.
Right, because we don't get judgment and justice in our community anymore. And he said, yeah, because I'm keeping it back from y'all.
That's it.
If you righteous, then righteousness comes through. If you wicked, I keep back righteousness from you. Go ahead.
For truth is fallen in the street.
What do we let fall in the street?
Truth.
Now, if we drop some food, you eating some food, then drop on you, like, oh my goodness, I can't believe I dropped that. But the word of God, the truth of the living God, we let that fall on the street and no one bats an eye. In fact, we step on. Truth is falling in our streets. Go ahead.
And equity cannot enter.
And now equity, or the Lord making things right, can't enter. Go ahead.
Yea, truth faileth. And he that departeth from evil.
And the one that says, you know what, I'm going to stop doing evil. What happens to that person? Are they esteemed or are they vilified? He that depart from evil, what?
Maketh himself a prey.
Now he becomes the prey because now people are, no, we got to get at this individual. But all he did was depart from evil. But we always want to kill the ones that God sends to inform us.
That's it.
Go ahead.
And the Lord saw it, and it displeased him that there was no judgment.
That there was no judgment. Go ahead.
And he saw that there was no man,
right,
and wondered that there was no intercessor.
He's like, I can't have anyone to intercede. Well, this is what I'm about to do. Go ahead.
Therefore, his arm brought salvation unto him, and his righteousness it sustained him.
Go ahead.
For he put on righteousness as a breastplate, and a helmet of salvation upon his head.
That's right.
And he put on garments of vengeance for clothing, and was clad with zeal as a cloak.
All of a sudden, he's like, "Don't worry, I'm going to come and I'm going to put on all these artifacts, which is showing his righteousness, showing that I'm about to enter the game." Because before he was sending other people, I send this prophet, that prophet, Ezekiel, Isaiah, Obadiah, and Elijah, Elisha, and they would still keep trying to take down the one that God sends. He said, forget this, I'm done with messages, I'm going to show up. So yes, he had to be born, but we're going to find out some more information about that. Let's go to Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 5. Hebrews 10 and verse 5. Because this is the summation of what was being said in the Old Testament in Isaiah 59. We need to have an intercessor because we didn't have one. The last intercessor that we had before he came in the flesh was Moses, and Moses is dead.
That's it.
So you have no intercessor until one comes to intercede. Hebrews 10 and verse 5. When you get there, go ahead and read.
Wherefore, when he cometh into the world,
wherefore, when he cometh into the world, go ahead.
He saith,
sacrifice
and offering thou wouldest not.
Right, you didn't want animal sacrifice. Go ahead.
But a body hast thou prepared me.
But a body has been prepared for me. Prepared for him to what? To die. Because Jesus is the Melchizedek of the Old Testament, and Melchizedek can't die unless there's a body prepared for him to take on, to then come in the flesh, come into the world, and then die. Die for who? Die for all mankind.
Teach, sir.
So now that we see a body has to be prepared for him, of course he had to be born.
Yes.
But we are not going to turn around and take his entrance and give it over to pagans and let them get credit for what he's doing to rescue mankind. Let's go to Psalm 139. Psalm 139. He's going to say some more about how he came in the flesh in Psalm 139. Brother Jared, How are you going to talk about Jesus in the Old Testament?
It's right there.
Then how in the world did Jesus expound all the scriptures unto him about himself in Luke 24? He had a whole Bible study, nothing but Old Testament, and showed himself all through it. But there's a reason why you need to make sure that you're doing the same, because you have to have the right foundation, because it's a whole lot of lies. Psalm 139 and verse 13. What did Jesus say to the Father? Go ahead.
For thou hast possessed my reins.
What is your reins? Reins means your mind. He said, you possess. That's like you've held my mind. Go ahead. Thou
hast covered me in my mother's womb.
But then he was covered to when that mind was placed in his mother's womb, because that body had to be prepared. Then he had to come down in that body and then be placed in her womb. Go ahead.
I will praise thee.
I will praise thee.
For I am fearful and wonderfully made.
He said, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. No, Jesus is not created. He just had a body made for him, but he's also called the Ancient of Days and everlasting, because he was everlasting before he came in flesh and blood. That's what's being made, the body. Go ahead.
Marvelous are thy works, and that my soul knoweth right well. My substance was not hid from thee.
That's right.
When I was made in secret.
When I was made in what?
In secret.
Everybody didn't know what happened. Even Joseph didn't know what happened. He's like, well, what's going on here? Mary, where you been? Said, because I was made in secret. Go ahead.
And curiously wrought in the lowest parts of the earth.
And the way that he was worked or made is curious. How is it that a woman can conceive and bring forth a child without a man being present? So that it said, I was curiously wrought in the lowest part of the earth. But let's go see Isaiah chapter 7 to see also why it's so curious. Isaiah chapter 7. Like I said, you always have to go back and look at the genesis or the roots of a situation.
Yes, sir.
So that way you can properly diagnose.
Yes, sir.
Isn't that what they do in the medical field?
That's it.
They don't just say, what symptoms do you have? They say, well, what have you been eating? When did you first notice this? At what time? Like they are investigative, because they don't want it to give you the wrong prescription, because they don't want to just treat the symptoms. They want to cure the actual ailment.
That's it.
You know, the actual disease, right? We don't want to just manage symptoms. We can get into the root of this. Isaiah 7 and verse 10. 7 and 10. When you get there, go ahead and read.
More of the Lord spake again unto Ahaz, saying.
So this is Isaiah, who's a prophet. He's speaking unto King Ahaz. Go ahead.
Ask thee a sign of the Lord thy God.
Ask of me a sign, he said. Go ahead.
Ask it either in the depth or in the height above. But Ahaz said, I will not ask, neither will I tempt the Lord.
In other words, I don't need a sign, Lord. I believe you already. But go ahead.
And he said, Hear ye now, O house of David. Is it a small thing for you to weary men?
Right. It's one thing for you to weary men. Go ahead.
But will ye weary my God also?
But will you weary my God? But hold on. I thought this was the Lord talking. So why is the Lord saying you're going to weary my God? Because this is Jesus talking through the mouth of Isaiah.
Teach.
Go ahead.
Therefore the Lord himself shall give you a sign.
Therefore the Lord himself will give you a sign. Go ahead.
Behold, a virgin shall conceive.
Behold, this is the sign. A virgin shall conceive. Go ahead.
And bear a son.
And gonna bear a son. Go ahead.
And shall call his name Emmanuel.
And you shall call his name Emmanuel. So we're seeing how he's going to arrive, right?
Yes.
So yes, he said he was placed in my mother's womb, but now we know that his mother was a virgin.
That's it.
And as a sign, this virgin shall conceive, because he said the Lord himself will give you a sign. I'm doing this myself. I didn't send somebody. I'm doing it. So now that we've seen that in Isaiah 7, now let's go to Luke chapter 1. See, I don't just jump in the New Testament. I don't just start a movie halfway through. You got to touch some. What happened on the front end?
Get a prequel.
You gotta get the right context, so that way you don't just jump in. Like, you definitely won't want to jump in Paul's letters without knowing the context of what he's saying. You will find yourself in the blender. Luke chapter 1. Luke chapter 1. We're going to go down to 26. Because all you need to do is take your time and let the scriptures do the talking and not your bias, and God will finally give the information. That's all it is. Luke chapter 1 and 26. When you get there, go ahead and read.
And in the 6th month, the angel Gabriel was sent from God unto a city of Galilee named Nazareth, to a virgin espoused to a man whose name was Joseph.
To a virgin who's espoused to a man whose name was Joseph. Go ahead.
Of the house of David. And the virgin's name was Mary.
That's right. Go ahead.
And the angel came in unto her and said, Hail, thou that art highly favored.
Right.
The Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women.
Right. So this angel, which is Gabriel, shows up having this conversation with Mary, right? They already told you that she was the virgin. All I'm doing is verifying the Old Testament connects to the New. Now give me verse 31. Go ahead.
And behold, thou shalt conceive in thy womb and bring forth a son, and shall call his name Jesus.
And shall call his name Jesus. Go ahead.
He shall be great, and shall be called the Son of the Highest. And the Lord God shall give unto him the throne of his father David.
You see all these things about him? But you notice they'll say, well, it's about the birth of Jesus, but you never acknowledge that he's going to sit on David's throne.
That's it.
Jesus has yet to sit on David's throne. That hasn't happened yet. That happens when he returns to earth, because King David's throne was on earth in Jerusalem.
That's it.
So if you go into heaven, then how are you really acknowledging his birth?
Teach.
You just threw away the prophecy connected to his birth. You don't know what you're doing. Sometimes you don't get in the kitchen if you don't know what you're cooking. Go ahead.
And he shall reign over the house of Jacob forever. And of his kingdom there shall be no end.
He's going to reign over the house of who forever?
Jacob.
Jacob is another way of saying all Israel. But is all Israel going to heaven? No. All Israel still on earth. So that means he's going to reign over them here on this earth. Go ahead.
Then said Mary unto the angel, How shall this be, seeing I know not a man?
And that's a good question, because like it said, this is a curious matter.
Yes, it is.
So she's trying to figure out, how is this even possible? It's possible because God said it through his prophecy. As God's prophecy can't be broken.
That's it.
So it will come to pass. But we're going to go now to what verse was that?
We just finished Luke.
That was verse 34?
Verse 1 to 34, yeah.
Perfect. Let's go to Matthew 1. Let's go to Matthew 1. Like I said, we just taking our time to lay down the foundation of what actually took place. Because if you're going to co-opt this story, you better know the details of the story. If you're going to say, well, it's because of this, you better show that you have understanding of what actually happened. Matthew 1. 1 and pick up at verse 18. Matthew 1 and 18. When you get there, go ahead and read.
Now the birth of Jesus Christ was on this wise.
Now the birth of Jesus Christ was on this wise. Go ahead.
When as his mother Mary was espoused to Joseph. Before they came together.
Before they came together. Go ahead.
She was found with child of the Holy Ghost.
She was already with child. Go ahead. Of the Holy Ghost means of that angel. Go ahead.
Then Joseph, her husband, being a just man, and not willing to make her a public example, was minded to put her away privily.
Now, why would he put her away privately? Because the Pharisees at that time were not righteous. They were turning around trying to stone one half of the offending party without having the other half. And he was being a just man, like, no, that's not right. So he was going to put her away privately, so it wasn't a wicked judgment placed upon her. Go ahead.
But while he thought on these things, behold, the angel of the Lord appeared unto him in a dream, saying, Joseph, thou son of David, fear not to take unto thee Mary thy wife, for that which is conceived in her is of the Holy Ghost.
There it is. Go ahead.
And she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Jesus.
That's right.
For he shall save his people from their sins.
That's right. Go ahead.
Now all this was done that it might be fulfilled, which was spoken of the Lord by the prophet, saying, Behold, a virgin shall be with child, and shall bring forth a son, and they shall call his name Emmanuel, which being interpreted is,
go ahead,
God with us.
God with us. So we have the confirmation of the prophecy and the interpretation of the meaning of the name Emmanuel. Emmanuel means God with us, because he was actually going to be named Jesus, but that was God that was with us, that was named Jesus, that came through the virgin. Y'all see how it's connected?
Yep.
Piece by piece. Give me 24 and 25. Go ahead.
Then Joseph, being raised from sleep, did as the angel of the Lord had bidden him, and took unto him his wife. And knew her not till she had brought forth her firstborn son.
Hold up. And knew her not until she brought forth their firstborn son.
Her firstborn son.
Just making sure we read together. Go ahead.
and called his name Jesus.
There it is right there. So Joseph is not the father.
Mm-hmm.
All you gotta do is slow down when you're reading, and it's gonna jump out to you. Because I'm like, hold on, why didn't it just say theirs? I mean, they in the same household, but no, he ain't the daddy. That's why the book said he should be called the son of the highest.
Yes.
Why you gotta tell someone that unless they're proving a point? So now that we finished with 25, let's go now. I want to read from the Funkin' Wagnalls encyclopedia, because they'll say, well, yeah, I also believe in the Immaculate Conception. What does that have to do with the Bible? The Immaculate Conception is not the same as the virgin birth that you just read. The Immaculate Conception is something that someone else made up. So let's read what the Funkin' Wagnalls encyclopedia says is the Immaculate Conception. Go ahead.
Immaculate Conception. Roman Catholic dogma.
Roman Catholic dogma, or meaning doctrine. They make stuff up, or they keep lying and lying and lying. They made this up. Go ahead.
Holding that from the first instant of its creation, the soul of the Virgin Mary was
the soul of who?
The Virgin Mary.
Go ahead.
Was free from original sin.
Was free from original sin. Finish it out.
This doctrine is not to be confused with that of the virgin birth.
Don't confuse the Immaculate Conception with the virgin birth, because the Immaculate Conception is trying to say that Mary was born of a virgin. So now, in other words, it's trying to take the glory from Christ and put it on Mary. But Mary was actually born of two parents. The sign was on Jesus, not that Mary would be born of a virgin. But I'm slowing them down so y'all understand that that's what that means. Immaculate Conception means Mary was born of a virgin. Go ahead.
Which holds that Jesus Christ was born of a virgin mother.
So he was born of a what?
Virgin mother.
Of a virgin mother and grandmother, in other words. Are we done with that?
We're done with that highlighted area.
Perfect. Thank you. Appreciate that. I just want to make sure that I get at least a few references today. We got a few books today. Because they say if you want to hide something from us, put it in a what? In
a book.
Okay. So do I have enough books up here for y'all today? Okay. We're going to move that one out the way. We're going to go one at a time. All right. Let's go now to the next spot. Let's go to Micah chapter 5. So now we know he's going to be born of a virgin. Now we need to see if we can find out where. Micah chapter 5. Born of a virgin. We have to, because like I said, we see that part where they try to associate, but now we got to get the location. Can I get the address of where he will be born? Micah 5 and verse 1. When you get there, go ahead and read. Now
gather thyself in troops,
right?
O daughter of troops,
right?
He hath laid siege against us. They shall smite the judge of Israel with a rod upon the cheek.
Now, verse 1 just throws a conundrum at you. The same one that has laid siege against us as a people is the same one that we hit with a rod on the cheek. That's the same individual. So how are you going to keep him hemmed up in the New Testament? Go ahead.
But thou, Bethlehem Ephratah.
Right. Bethlehem Ephratah. That's the name of a city now. Go ahead.
Thou, though, be little among thousands of Judah.
Though thou be the little among the thousands of Judah. Go ahead.
Yet out of thee shall he come forth unto me. That is to be.
Out of thee shall he come forth. So he gave you what city he's going to come out of. When the people knock on my door saying, hey, have you heard of Joseph Smith in the Book of Mormon? Your book says he was born in Jerusalem. Who are you talking about? This book is a prophecy saying he's going to be born where? Be born where? Bethlehem. See, I got to make sure we up. We up? All right, go ahead.
Yet out of thee shall he come forth unto me, that is to be the ruler in Israel.
So the one that's going to be ruler in Israel, right? That means he's going to reign on earth. Because Israel is on earth. That's in verse 2?
No, we're in the middle of verse 2.
Okay, finish it out.
Whose goings forth have been from old, from everlasting. That's the end of 2.
All right, go ahead now. Give me verse 4.
Verse 4.
What name is he going to come with? In verse 4.
And he shall stand and be fed in the strength of the Lord.
He shall stand and feed in the strength of the Lord. Go ahead.
In the majesty of the name of the Lord his God.
In the majesty of the name of the Lord who?
His God.
So his God has a name, right? But that's the name he's going to stand and feed it. So that's why that name needs to be placed on him. They think Jesus is a New Testament concept. Jesus was the Father's name in the Old Testament.
Teach, sir.
It just wasn't revealed unto mankind yet.
Teach.
But you know, we don't want to pay attention to nothing. Finish it out.
And they shall abide.
Right.
For now shall he be great unto the ends of the earth.
That's right. But let's go now. Let's go quickly to Luke chapter 2. And what we're going to do is we're going to slow down in Luke 2, and we're going to see if we can recognize some things. Because it's the easiest people to deceive is those who don't pay attention.
Teach.
That's why the car salesman talk fast to you. So you don't look at the fine print, right? But we're going to look at the fine print today. Luke chapter 2. Luke chapter 2. And I've seen some people get got in my life. Luke 2 and verse 1, when you get there, Brother Charles, go ahead and read.
And it came to pass in those days,
what did it say?
That there went out a decree from Caesar Augustus that all the world should be taxed. Jump down or keep going.
Give me verse 3. Give me verse 3.
And all went to be taxed, everyone into his own city.
So everyone has to get taxed in their own city. Go ahead.
And Joseph also went up from Galilee out of the city of Nazareth unto Judea, unto the city of David, which is called Bethlehem.
That's right.
Because he was of the house and lineage of David.
So he has to come from David's lineage because remember, he has to sit on his father's throne, which was called David. But it's not focused on Joseph so much because remember, he already came through Mary. Go ahead.
To be taxed with Mary, his espoused wife, being great with a child.
Being great with child. Go ahead.
And so it was that while they were there, the days were accomplished that she should be delivered.
Then that's where she gave birth. She gave birth where? In Bethlehem, because they didn't live in Bethlehem. They just went there to go pay the tax. But they were living in Nazareth, right?
That's it.
The prophecy didn't say that Jesus had to live in Bethlehem. It just said he had to be born in Bethlehem. Go ahead.
And she brought forth her firstborn son.
No, brought forth their firstborn son.
Her firstborn son.
It still say her?
Her firstborn.
So Joseph still ain't the daddy, is he?
He's not.
Okay. Go ahead.
And wrapped him in a swaddling cloth,
right?
And laid him in a manger, because there was no room for them in an inn.
There was no room for them in the inn. Now, what I want to do, like I said, my teacher would say, put on your thinking cap, right?
That's it.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a quick glance at something. We're gonna take a quick glance at these are what they refer to as the nativity scenes. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna see if you can catch these errors in these scenes, because as I say, the devil's in the details, right? So what we're going to see, we just saw that this is what happened.
Yes.
That they had to go to Bethlehem to be taxed, right?
Yes.
Now, question. Why do I see wise men at the birth of Jesus? And number one, where does it ever say that there's 3 wise men? Does it ever say that?
No.
It says that there's 3 gifts, gold, frankincense, and myrrh, right?
Yes.
But it didn't say that there's 3 wise men. Pay attention, as they say. Then we see over here, they have a star above the manger. They don't know that it's not a star, a celestial thing in the sky. It's an angel that appeared up to the shepherds.
Teach.
They don't know that another nickname for angel is star.
That's it.
That's why when they put that tree up, they put a star on it. And if they don't put a star, what else do they put up on it? An angel. Because it's another angel that he served. Now we're gonna take. You see this. This here's a nativity scene, covered blanket in snow, everywhere. Evergreen trees. We're gonna take a look at that today. Evergreen trees all over here. There go that star again. Oh, they got the star over here. They give it a shooting star over here. But then they put palm trees. It's like, you don't know what you're doing. Just admit it. And then we had 3 wise men again, right? Because they say, well, we give gifts on Christmas because they brought gifts unto Jesus when he was born. This tells me you ain't been paying attention.
Teach.
Satan already got you. You ain't watching the details. You ain't checking the count.
Teach.
That pay stuff you watch carefully, right?
That's it.
This you don't pay no attention.
Teach, sir.
Let's go to Luke chapter. We still in Luke 2, right?
We just finished Luke chapter 2, verse 7.
All right, I want to go directly to verse 8. Same spot, verse 8. Go ahead.
And there were in the same country shepherds abiding in the field, keeping watch over their flock by night.
It's shepherds, right?
Shepherds.
Where the shepherds at? Y'all forgot the shepherds? Y'all want to put the Christmas gifts that y'all call in there so bad that you forgot the shepherds. Keep going.
And lo, the angel of the Lord came upon them.
Right.
And the glory of the Lord shone around them about.
That's right.
Shone around about them.
Go ahead.
And they were sore afraid.
Uh-huh.
And the angel said unto them, fear not, for behold, I will bring you good tidings of great joy, which shall be to all people.
Uh-huh.
For unto us is born this day in the city of David a Savior, which is Christ the Lord.
So unto us is born this day. Even though it's nighttime, because evening and the morning make the same day, right?
That's it.
So the same exact time, the shepherds are having this conversation with an angel, and they completely remove them from the conversation to have a nativity scene in early December. Keep going.
Top of 12. And this shall be a sign unto you. You shall find the babe wrapped in swaddling clothes, lying in a manger.
That's right.
And suddenly there was with the angel a multitude of heavenly hosts praising God.
And a whole bunch of angels popped up praising God. Go ahead.
And saying, glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace, God will toward men.
Peace and
goodwill towards men.
You see all this stuff happening and taking place? Go ahead, keep going. Read all the way to 16.
And it came to pass, as the angels were gone away from them into heaven, the shepherds said to one another, let us now go even unto Bethlehem.
To where?
Unto Bethlehem, and see this thing which is come to pass.
And let's see this thing that came to pass, because the angel came and gave them the insight. Let's go see this thing that came to pass. Go ahead.
Which the Lord hath made known unto us.
Which God made known to us. So the information God receives, we throw it out. Go ahead.
Verse 16. And they came with haste and found Mary and Joseph and the babe lying in a manger.
Lying in the manger. Verse 18. Go ahead.
And they that heard it wondered at those things which were told them by the shepherds.
They were wondering, like, what is going on? Because all of a sudden, they didn't know that these shepherds were showing up at the delivery room outside. Next thing you know, they're hearing all this information from these shepherds. But let's go to Matthew 2. Now, go in your own time and look at the entirety of Luke chapter 2. In regards to the birth of Jesus, there's one word you will not see. Tree. You won't see the word tree once in the entirety of the birth of Jesus that's captured in Luke chapter 2. Let's go now to Matthew 2. Because they say if you don't know what the play is, then the play is you. Somebody getting played, and this ain't just for money. Yeah, they get a little money, when y'all not here, but y'all coming out y'all pockets in December trying to get them back in the black. But someone playing for something else that you can't redeem. Matthew 2, and pick up at verse 1. When you get there, go ahead and read. Go ahead. Now
when Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judea in the days of Herod the king, behold, there came wise men from the east to Jerusalem, saying,
now did it say 3 wise men?
It says wise men.
Says wise men. Could have been 3, could have been 3,000. It could have been 2. Go ahead.
Saying, where is he that is born King of the Jews? For we have seen his star in the east.
We have seen his what in the east?
His star.
That star is not in the sky. You do not find Jesus by astrology. This is an angel that appeared to them in the east.
That's it.
But they didn't know that. Go ahead.
And are come to worship him.
And we are come to worship him, not the star. Go ahead.
When Herod the king had heard these things, he was troubled, and all Jerusalem with him.
Because you know what Herod was? Herod was an Edomite.
That's it.
He was a convert. He was a wannabe Jew. So he got concerned. Hold up. I'm supposed to be king of Judea. And you said someone else is king? Oh, I got a problem.
That's it.
Go ahead. What verse we at?
Top of 4.
Go ahead.
And when he had gathered all the chief priests and scribes of the people together, he demanded of them where Christ should be born.
Right. Tell me where Christ should be born. Well, if you were Jew, you would know where the scripture is.
That's it.
But because he wasn't, he didn't have understanding of the scriptures. Because the scriptures or the oracles of God are revealed unto Israel, so you don't know what to do with these Hebrew scriptures. Go ahead.
And they said unto him, in Bethlehem of Judea.
In Bethlehem, you ain't know? We read that earlier, Micah chapter 5. Go ahead.
For thus it is written by the prophet. And thou, Bethlehem, in the land of Judah, art thou least among the princes of Judah? For out of thee shall come a governor that shall rule by my people Israel.
Israel will get ruled by him whether they want to or not, but he coming out of Bethlehem. Go ahead.
Then Herod, when he had privily called the wise men, inquired of them diligently what time the star appeared.
But see, when they read Matthew 2, they think this is all happening at one time.
No, it's not.
No, it's happening over time. That's why everyone was troubled when they said, here I done heard someone else is called King of the Jews.
Or Israel.
Right. But they didn't, like I say all the time, they didn't have FaceTime. He wasn't on Facebook Live having this conversation. Now all Israel's getting scared. Word had matriculated over time, and through the word of mouth, they found out, and then they were troubled. So this is the passage of time. This is not in one night. Go ahead.
Top of 8.
Go ahead.
And he sent them to Bethlehem.
That's right.
And said, go and search diligently for the young child. And when ye have found him, bring me word again that I may come and worship him also. When they had heard the king, they departed. And lo, the star which they saw in the east,
and the star which they saw in the east, or the angel which they saw in the east. Go ahead.
Went before them.
Went before them. Go ahead. Now, there's something just move in the sky.
No.
But angel's like, follow me. I'll show you where he at. Because they thought he was in Bethlehem. He only has to be born there. He's like, no, he's not there. So an angel's guiding his people.
Teach.
Go ahead.
And went we're in the middle of 9.
Go ahead.
And went before them till it came and stood over where the child was.
What?
Stood over.
How can the star stand? But an angel can't they?
That's it.
4 faces, 6 wings,
calf feet,
and eyes all over. That angel stood at one spot where you need to go. Not this. They are using the celestial body. That's why they can't find the real Jesus. They deal with Satan's own.
Teacher.
They got the okie doke. Now they put the 3 cups on the table and move around. They got tricked up. Right. Same thing. Because the book said Satan had to see the whole world.
That's it.
And if he got 3 angels already, in fact, it said when he got the 3 angels, it said his tail cast a 3rd part of the stars into the earth. But we know it's talking about an angel, right?
That's it.
Base.
We're at the bottom of 9.
Go ahead.
And stood over where the young child was.
Go ahead.
Verse 10. When they saw the star, they rejoiced with exceedingly great joy. Exceeding great joy.
Keep going.
And when they were come into the house.
Now, when they came to the manger, don't you see these pretty pictures? When they came to the manger.
When they came into the house.
When they came, because there's no room at the end.
Came into the house.
They already back at that house. My bad, I cut it off by mistake. Got a little excited.
That's it.
They are at the house. Go ahead.
They saw the young child with Mary, his mother.
Oh, so now it's a young child. It's not a baby anymore.
It's
a young child. Because a couple years have passed by.
That's it.
Young child. Go ahead.
And fell down and worshipped him. And when they had opened their treasures, they presented unto him gifts, gold and frankincense and myrrh.
Gold, frankincense, and myrrh are presented at the house. So can you catch the airs like I said?
That's it.
See, when you don't pay attention to the details, it's going to catch you up. Go ahead.
Top of 12. And being warned of God in the dream that they should not return to Herod, they departed into their own country another way.
That's right. So they went a different route because the angel is navigating. That's why the same angel was navigating to get them there, and the angel navigated to get them out. It's like an angel navigated to get the shepherds there. The same thing.
Same mode.
It's an operation here. Verse 13.
And when they were departed, behold, the angel of the Lord appeared to Joseph in a dream, saying, arise and take the young child and his mother and flee into Egypt.
Hold on, and take your child.
Take the young child and his mother.
And his mama. Go ahead.
And flee into Egypt. And be thou there until I bring thee word.
Until I bring you word again. Go ahead.
For Herod will seek the young child to destroy him.
For Herod will seek the young child to destroy him. So I'm just asking again. In the entirety of Matthew chapter 2, do you see the word tree one time?
No tree.
I'll give you $1,000 if you can find it.
No tree.
2,000.
No tree.
5. 20. Oh, I guess my money's secure, ain't it? But then, this is in Bethlehem, right?
That's in Bethlehem.
You know, I also I pay attention sometimes in high school, sometimes, not all the time. But in high school, they had geography class.
Yes.
So can we do a little bit of geography too?
Yes, sir.
Can we please see where Bethlehem is? Bethlehem is in North Africa. In the Bible, Canaan is called the land of Ham.
That's it.
Ham is what is referred to the actual Africans, the one that actually sold us.
Mm-hmm.
And they ain't come back looking for you either.
Nope.
Because we're not the same people.
No.
But we know that. So Bethlehem is in Africa, Northeast Africa. Do y'all see where evergreen trees can go around here?
No, sir.
Evergreen trees are not meant for this climate.
Nope, not indigenous. Mm-mm.
Bethlehem is just west of the Dead Sea.
That's it.
Please tell me where these evergreen trees come from.
Not indigenous.
I'm just curious. The climate in the Middle East is dry and arid.
That's it.
So if this is where the land was that he was born in, and that terrain, why do I see a whole lot of people getting in car accidents over trees falling off their car in December? Why do I see people's homes get, like what happened, yesterday, 2 days ago, another DC home was burned up from another one of them trees. Because we love lives as a people. But Europe is a little bit more lush in certain areas, and they have a little bit more humidity, and they have a little bit sharper Arctic temperatures because they're closer to the north.
That's it.
And what type of trees do they have in Northern Europe?
Evergreen.
Evergreen trees, or like what they refer to as Scotch or fir trees. That's from Northern Europe. So why do I need a Northern European tree from the Gentiles to represent the Hebraic Messiah from Bethlehem?
Teach, sir.
Because someone that stepped in and intercepted your understanding.
Teach.
This don't come from Bethlehem. I don't care how good it feels. I don't care how much of a nostalgia you feel from it. It has nothing to do with the Bible. Either we're going to deal with the truth or we don't.
That's it.
That's Northern Europe. Now I want to go to another spot. Like I said, I just want to hit some basics, make some simple points, ask some questions. We just got done with verse 13, right?
Yes, in Matthew chapter 2.
Hold your spot because he's coming right back here. Go to Jeremiah 31. Jeremiah 31. We coming right back here. Because we need to show what this day was, or this time span, shall I say, was to our people. Jeremiah chapter 31. And pick it up at verse 15.
Thus saith the Lord, a voice was heard in Ramah.
One second, I hear a few more pages.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Thus saith the Lord, a voice was heard in Ramah. Lamentation and bitter weeping.
Lamentations, bitter weeping. You know that blood-curdling cry? That's what was happening in that land at that time. Go ahead.
Rachel weeping for her children.
Rahel is referred to Rachel. Weeping for her children. Go ahead.
Refusing to be comforted for her children.
Refused to be comforted for her children. Go ahead.
Because they were not.
Because they were not. Well, Brother Jerry, if we over here dealing with, as they say in the South, Krima, over here in the New Testament, why we go all the way back here to Jeremiah 31? Because we're going right back to Matthew chapter 2, and we're going to pick it up where we left off. Because the Old Testament is the script, or the movie script of what's going to play out.
Yes.
So that was a scene out of the Old Testament that's going to play out in the New Testament. So now you're going to go to Matthew 2, the last spot that we just hit. We had hit verse 13, right?
Yes.
Now pick it up at verse 16. Verse 16. Go ahead.
Then Herod, when he saw that he was mocked of the wise men.
Right. The wise men mocked him. Right. He want to be a Jew, but don't know no scripture.
That's it.
Yeah, of course they're going to mock him. That's how we do today. A little bit. Go ahead.
Was exceeding wroth. And sent forth and slew all the children that were in Bethlehem.
He said, oh, since y'all going to mock me and y'all not going to tell me where the child was born, I'm going to kill all y'all 2-year-olds and under.
That's it.
Male and female.
That's it.
That's how he got his get back.
That's it.
Because this is an Edomite. Edomites don't like Israelites. They don't know that. That's why every time we try to do something as a people, it's always an Edomite blocking someone.
That's it.
Go ahead.
And in all the coasts thereof.
And all the coasts, not just in Bethlehem. He said, I'm killing these children all over those coasts. That's why the angel had to go tell Joseph, take the child, go to Egypt. Go ahead.
From 2 years old and under, according to the time which he had diligently inquired of the wise men.
According to the time which he had diligently inquired. That's why he was a young child at the house, because it had been at least a couple years that had passed by. And he didn't get the information. He like, well, go kill them all. So this was not joy to the world in that aspect, was it?
No.
What was it? This was actually
a
time of bitter mourning and lamentations. That deep guttural cry was happening because now we have a whole generation almost wiped out. I say all the time, if Jesus was in the yearbook, there would, if he was his senior year picture, you wouldn't have no other children until the freshman or sophomore class.
Only one.
All the juniors and seniors would be gone. He's the only one that held down his whole generation. Finish it out.
Verse 17.
17, go ahead.
Then was fulfilled that which was spoken by Jeremiah the prophet, saying, in Ramah there was a voice heard,
right?
Lamentation and weeping and great mourning. Rachel weeping for her children, and will not be comforted because they are not.
Did we just read that together?
Yes.
So do we know why? Oh, that's why it had to happen, because the scripture called it out already.
Yes, sir.
But we don't know nothing about this. I don't see none of that on those nativity scenes. But this affected our households directly. So now that, see, we're taking our time with this. Now let's go to Luke chapter 3.
Sure.
Luke chapter 3. Because that was also referred to as a labor pains, that we were yet to be delivered. The labor pains got harder and harder and harder because you're getting closer to deliverance. And that's when he was born. It was the time when the deliverance would come forth. But we have another a big labor pain on the way, bigger than all the other ones that's about to hit.
Sure.
But we can't tell nobody. Luke chapter 3, and pick it up at verse 21. Luke 3 and 21.
Now when all...
Give me a second. Because I want to make sure everyone gets a chance to read this on their own so they can't say someone just told them this. You know, sometimes you got to see it for yourself. That's why when I went to Israel, I said, I need to see this for myself. I found out Bethlehem is in the West Bank.
That's it.
Bethlehem is being ran by Arabs, or what they refer to as Palestinians. And don't you know that they over there selling you them little trinkets too? So you deal with Allah, but you selling me Christmas trinkets. It gets worse. When I went to Egypt, you go down to Egypt, they'll sell the same Arabs that deal with Allah will sell you Egyptian idolatry.
That's it.
Because to them, it's about the dollar. But it's about whether you're going to compromise your morals or not.
Wow.
Luke chapter 3, and pick it up at verse 21. When you get there, go ahead and read.
Now when all the people were baptized, it came to pass that Jesus also being baptized and praying, the heaven was open.
So when he got baptized and prayed, the heaven was open. Because it's not just getting baptized. You have to lay hands on top of the baptism, so that way you can receive the Holy Ghost. People don't know that. They always leave that part out. Go ahead.
And the Holy Ghost descended in a bodily shape like a dove upon him.
Right.
And a voice came from heaven.
Right.
Which said, Thou art my beloved Son. In thee I am well pleased.
Thou art my beloved Son. In thee I am well pleased. Go ahead.
And Jesus himself began to be about 30 years of age.
He began to be how old?
30 years of age.
Go ahead.
Being, as was supposed, the son of Joseph.
Right.
Which was the son of Heli.
So we aren't going down the lineage part. We just got some information that Jesus was how old?
30 years.
30 years old. Now, why does this matter? Because when we deal with the 70 weeks of Daniel lesson, we show that in the year 458 BC, according to Daniel 9:25, that is when we start counting to the countdown of the arrival of the Messiah. Because remember, he's the Messiah when he gets baptized. Not when he's born.
Teach, sir.
So then, from 458 BC, you have to count 483 years until his baptism, which was in 26 AD when the Holy Ghost descended as a dove when he came out that water, right? But he said he was 30 years old, right?
Yes, he was.
So you got to back up 30 years to find out his birth, right?
That's it.
So from 483 minus 30 is now 453 from the time that the commandment was given when she would give birth. 26 AD, go back 30, you find him in 5 BC. We had the very year Jesus was born, but not the day or month.
Teacher.
We know what we have, but we also know what we don't have. So he was born in 5 BC. You see how simple this is?
Simple math.
Understanding is beautiful.
Math.
It's sweet. So remember, because Daniel 9:25 is what tells you have to count 483 years to get to the Messiah. And that's how you get all, and you have to take that last 30 because his age to see, okay. So from 458 BC, I need to count 453 years to find the year of his birth. 5 BC. And don't worry, I'm going to have all these slides for you. We're going to make sure that we keep it available for the people.
Yes, sir.
So I was trying to deal, because we got the how he was born through a virgin. We got the where he was born in Bethlehem. And we have the when he was born, the year, but not the season nor the date. You got to know when to, as I say, you got to know when you press the brakes.
That's it.
And when to press the gas. So now that we see that, let's go a little bit further. Let's go to John chapter 4. John 4. John chapter 4. Because we so close to the end, but we can't tell nobody. That's why it says it's like a voice crying in the wilderness. We got so much information that we willing to just donate, willing to throw it out there, free of charge.
Truth.
We don't got no collection plates passed around here, do we?
Nope.
It's free. All you gotta do is pay attention. That's it. That's the only charge. That's it. You ain't got a line in my pocket. I gotta work a job like everybody else.
Yes, sir.
So let's go now to John 4 and verse 19. 4 and 19. Because he's dealing with the woman at the well here, and I love how the Lord's showing he's okay with bandwagon fans.
Yes.
You could say, you know what? I've been riding with the wrong team all season. You could switch the team in the middle of the season long as you switch team before the end of the season.
That's it.
He's showing you can go ahead and switch teams.
And we're still in season.
But right now they think the other team winning, right? So that's why they don't want to switch yet. John 4, and pick up at verse 19. Go ahead. When you get to go ahead and read.
The woman saith unto him, Sir, I perceive that thou art a prophet.
Right. When he walked down who you been with, she like, yeah, you a prophet. No one knows that but God. Go ahead.
Our fathers worship in this mountain. And ye say that in Jerusalem is the place where men ought to worship.
So she thinks she knows something. She thinks she's on the same level walking down some script with him. But watch what he's going to say in 21. Go ahead.
Jesus saith unto the woman, said unto her, Woman, believe me, the hour cometh when ye shall neither in this mountain nor yet at Jerusalem worship the Father.
He like, woman, you don't even know what's getting ready to hit y'all. The hour is coming when you're not about to be worshiping the Father here or any other place at that time. Because the Romans are coming.
That's it.
The Romans are coming. The Romans were in place, but the Romans didn't turn around and take the Bible and say, we now dispense this. The time coming where y'all getting ready to, as the book says, get blinded. They say there's a remnant that can see, but the rest were blind. The time is coming. So now give me verse 22. Ye worship, ye know not what. You worship, you know not what. Go ahead.
We know what we worship.
But we know what we worship. Why is that?
For salvation is of the Jews.
Because salvation is of. Of means from. It doesn't mean only pertaining to.
No.
It means from. That's what they said. It's Jesus of Nazareth. But he didn't always stay in Nazareth. He went and preached all over the place.
That's it.
So the words of salvation, even in the last days, still going to come from the Jews. But when I went to Israel and I had the New Testament, they said, don't open that New Testament around us. So it can't be those Jews.
Nope.
Because they don't allow the words of salvation.
That's it.
So what Jews is it that's around that has this information? Because he said, everybody else works and they don't even know what they're getting down. We're going to take a look at this. That's in the 22?
That's in John 4:22. Yes.
Perfect. Sir. Let's see the Romans coming. Daniel chapter 7. Daniel chapter 7. The Romans are coming. The Romans, if this was a video game, the Romans is the hardest level.
That's it. Big boss.
That's the hardest level. This is the tournament. That's the top of the championship. The Romans. That's the Jews' greatest opponent. And we're going to show this. Because the Romans got a trick. They will shape shit. I'm going to show you this. Daniel chapter 7. This is Israel's hardest opponent. Daniel 7 and verse 1. 7 and 1. When you get there, go ahead and read.
In the first year of Belshazzar, king of Babylon, Daniel had a dream and visions of his head upon his bed. Then he wrote the dream and told the sum of the matters.
That's right.
Daniel spake and said, I saw in my vision by night, and behold, the four winds of heaven strove upon the great sea.
The four winds of heaven. These four winds are four dynasties. So he calls them different names. This is not about animals or beasts. This is about people at different times of rulerships and kingdoms. And we've almost went through them all. That's why we're almost at the end.
Teach.
Go ahead.
Top of verse 3.
Go ahead.
And four great beasts came up from the sea.
Four great beasts. Go ahead.
Diverse one from another.
They were all different. Go ahead. But they were all from the Gentile dynasty. They say, well, you know, it's the white man. Oh, well, technically, the Gentiles, it's their turn to rule.
That's it.
Ham had their chance first, which was the Africans.
That's it.
Or the Hamites. Then Shem had their chance to rule.
Teach.
Now it's the Gentiles' turn because everyone else had a turn.
That's it.
Go ahead.
The first was like a lion and had eagle's wings.
Right.
I beheld till the wings thereof were plucked.
Right.
And it was lifted up from the earth and made stand upon the feet as a man.
Right.
And a man's heart was given to it.
Lion is referring to ancient Babylon or Nebuchadnezzar's Babylon. This is the Babylon that the Gentiles ruled. This is not the Hamitic Babylon that was under Nimrod. That's two different people.
That's it.
Go ahead.
Verse 5. And behold, another beast, a second like to a bear.
Right.
And it raised up itself on one side.
That's right.
And it had three ribs in the mouth of it between the teeth of it. And they said thus unto it, arise, devour much flesh.
And the bear was the Medo-Persian Empire. Both of these empires have came and gone as far as rulership. Nebuchadnezzar's Babylon ain't ruling nothing no more.
Gone.
Neither is Medo-Persia. But when it comes to the Persia, we call that modern day Iran. They're still around. They are just not ruling the whole world. They had their chance.
That's it.
Go ahead, the next beast. Go ahead.
Verse 6. After this I beheld, and lo, another, like a leopard, which had upon the back of it four wings of a fowl.
Right.
The beast had also four heads, and dominion was given to it.
Then dominion, it's their turn to rule. Dominion's given to them.
That's it.
That's the Grecian Empire. You had Alexander the Great. He conquered the known world, died at a young age, and left it to his four generals. That's why it's four heads. Cassander, Lysimachus, Seleucus, and Ptolemy. They split up the known world at that time.
Yes, sir.
They empire, the Grecian Empire is gone. You got a place that's called Greece, but it's not the Grecian Empire. It's not the imperial rulership of Greece.
Teach.
That we were in captivity to as well. Because these all just passed Israel down. We were a hand-me-down as a people. Go ahead.
Top of verse 7.
7.
After this I saw in the night visions, and behold, a fourth beast.
The fourth one.
Dreadful and terrible.
This one is dreadful and terrible. Go ahead.
And strong exceedingly.
This one is strong exceedingly. Go ahead.
And it had great iron teeth.
And this one had great iron teeth. Go ahead.
It devoured and brake in pieces and stamped the residue with the feet of it.
Right.
And it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it. And it had 10 horns.
There it is. And the last one was so terrible that there was no beast it could be compared to because it's the worst. This was the worst empire that Israel had to try to survive. Jesus came in the flesh while this empire was in power, and the empire is not gone yet. That's why there's a man over in Rome, Italy, saying that he runs the Roman Catholic Church. Because they don't just rule you by the sword, they now rule you spiritually. Gotcha. But this is the same thing. It's also mirrored in Daniel 2 when it shows Nebuchadnezzar. They call it Nebuchadnezzar's image, but it's really representing the Gentiles. Babylon, Medo-Persia, Greece, Rome, but the bottom is the resurrected Roman Empire. That's why Jesus is that rock that hits it on the feet, because everything else is already gone. You at the end and you don't even realize it.
Teach. End times.
Because it said, in the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom on this earth, right?
That's it.
We can read that. It's not my opinion. I have no opinion in this. This book was written before I was born. So what opinion? What does my opinion mean? Nothing. So let's read verse 19, because Daniel was concerned about that last one.
That's it.
When he got this vision, Daniel was in Nebuchadnezzar's Babylon. He was alive when Persia took over, right? But he died before Greece even came. But it's the last one that had this curiosity. What is that last beast? 19, go ahead.
Then I would know the truth of the fourth beast.
Hey, I got to know the truth about that fourth one. Go ahead.
Which was diverse from all the others.
That one was different. None of the other ones tried to go in the Hebrew scriptures and say, I'm going to teach you religion. Only the fourth one did.
That's it.
Only the fourth one did. Go ahead.
Exceeding dreadful.
Exceeding dreadful. Go ahead.
Whose teeth were of iron. And his nails of brass.
Right.
Which devoured, brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with his feet.
And stamped the residue with his feet. They were so terrible. See, it was the Persians that invented the crucifixion.
Yes, it is.
The Persians, the bear, they invented the crucifixion, but the Romans perfected it. They're going to do this at this time, this at that time. We're going to break their legs. We're going to give vinegar and gold. They have perfected the crucifixion because that was the worst one. And that's the one that he came in the flesh with. But now that we've seen that, can you please get the last 2 million years? What I'm going to do is while you get that, turn to page 144. I want to show a little bit about the Roman Empire that people think is in charge today, which they are. It's just that they're about to be resurrected through what's called the European Union. They don't realize that it's growing right before their eyes. Rome was famous for taking the Greek gods and stealing them and calling them their own. That's how you already know.
That's true.
The Romans will take Zeus
and make him Jupiter.
And they said, no, it's Jupiter to us. Well, why you can't make your own? No, because they vacuum up other people's gods.
That's it.
They don't realize that. Poseidon, no, to us, that's Neptune. Cronus, no, that's Saturn. Hades, no, that's Pluto. Demeter, no, that's Ceres. This is the god of the grain and the harvest. So you get the word cereal from. Ceres. The god Artemis, no, that's Diana. They will take and remix your gods. Eros, no, we call it Cupid.
God of love.
Rhea, we call it us. Nike, we call it Victoria. Sometimes I hear victory. But this is the one I want to focus on. The Greek god Helios. They said, nah, that's Sol Invictus. Sol means sun. The god of the sun, Sol Invictus. They also use a little bit of Apollo to say that he also was a god of light. So they would take Apollo and Helios and they would fuse it all in one. But they will also take other people's sun gods and bring it into Sol Invictus. So this is like I said, the worst empire that you want to deal with. In fact, I want to show some more about this. This one I don't have in a book. We're going to read off the screen. Just read. This is the Roman Emperor Aurelian. You got to have a mugshot for some of these people because of how much skullduggery that they did on us as a people. Go ahead and read.
Roman Emperor Aurelian reigned from 270 to 275 CE. Common era. In AD 274.
In 274, this is before Constantine. I wrote down Constantine in the Sabbath day lesson, right? This is before Constantine was even born. Go ahead.
In AD 274, Aurelian elevated Sol Invictus to the supreme state cult, built a major temple to Sol in Rome, created a state priesthood for Sol.
So all this he did for Sol, he said this is the official religion of us Romans. Sol Invictus is our sole deity. Go ahead.
Instituted an official imperial festival calendar among those festivals.
And we have a specific festival to celebrate Sol Invictus. Go ahead.
Was Dies Natalis Solis Invicti.
Dies Natalis Solis Invicti, which means
the birth of the unconquered sun.
The birthday of the unconquered sun. S-U-N. Go ahead.
Celebrated on December 25th.
On what day?
December 25th.
See, we just go for anything, but you got to look at the details.
That's it.
That's what we're doing today.
That's it.
Slowly but surely. Go ahead and finish it out.
Aurelian strengthened the position of the sun god, Sol Invictus, as the main divinity of the Roman pantheon.
That's right.
His intention was to give to all the peoples of the empire a single god which they could believe in without betraying their own gods.
So you can still deal with your gods on the side, but this can be the main one for the Roman Empire, which was Sol Invictus. Sol Invictus is fusing all the light deities into one. See, the Gentiles think they know it all, but they don't, because the Lord gave us oracles and the secrets unto Israel.
That's it.
We can prove that. Go ahead now. Go ahead and read this out of the Funkin' Wagons actually first. This is because I want to read some stuff out of the encyclopedias as well, so that way we can prove this. So this is going to deal with sun worship out of the encyclopedia. Is that this one?
The last one.
No, it's this one. That's it.
Yep.
Perfect. Yep. Just read the highlight. Go ahead. Read it for the people.
Sun worship. Religious devotion paid to the sun either as a deity or as the symbol of a deity. The Babylonians were sun worshippers.
Babylonians were sun worshippers. Go ahead.
And in ancient Persia, worship of the sun was an integral part of the elaborate cult of Mithras.
Mithras, the cult of Mithras, because Mithras was another sun deity that they used. Go ahead.
The ancient Egyptians worshipped the sun god Ra.
Ra, they dealt with sun worship. Go ahead.
In ancient Greece, the deities of the sun were Helios and Apollo.
Helios and Apollo. Go ahead.
Sun worship persisted in Europe even after the introduction
even after the introduction
of Christianity.
Go ahead.
As is evidenced by its disguised survival.
By its what?
Disguised survival.
It's still around, it's just disguised. It's around and it's surviving, it's just disguised. They just fuse it all with one deity, and then they slowly swap it out, put Jesus' name on it, and you eat it up like slop. Keep going.
Disguised survival in such traditional Christian practices as the Easter bonfire, and the burning of the Yule log on Christmas.
And the burning of the Yule log on when?
Christmas.
There it is right there. He's shown it over and over and over. I'm just making sure we read history books as well, right? That's why they look at this, they say, oh, you ain't read no encyclopedias, huh? Okay, well, go ahead and go into debt for this Christmas holiday then. Go ahead, I'll take your money. You giving it up, I'll take it. And that's the way that they playing us. So now that's the end of that, right? So let's also go to last 2 million years, yep. And I said page 144, right?
That's it.
But I got one more I'm gonna read though. Read that first. I want that first.
Underlined.
Okay, pick it up at, and call it the page number 2.
Okay.
Go ahead.
This is the last 2 million years.
The last 2 million years. Go ahead.
Page 144.
That's right. Go ahead.
Worship of the old gods did not die.
It didn't die. Go ahead.
Out at once. Gregory himself advised his missionaries to leave the pagan shrines alone.
Right. He said, don't destroy the pagan shrines. Just bring Christianity alongside. Don't destroy it though. Go ahead.
And to try to introduce Christian worship only gradually alongside pagan practices. This mingling of Christianity and paganism is the reason why Christ's birthday is celebrated on December 25th.
What book are you reading?
History of the last 2 million years.
The Reader's Digest tells you this too? Go ahead.
The date of the pagans' winter festival.
The date of the pagans' winter festival. Because we saw who made it Roman date officially in their festival, right? His name was Aurelian, Roman emperor. But I could walk down where he got it from too, but I don't want to make it too long. I just got to, stick and move, right? That's all I want for that. Appreciate it. Like I said, there's too many references on this. And I just got a few from my little library, and I'm like, I could bring so many other pieces of evidence out, but you just do a little bit at a time. Just a little bit at a time, right? So now let's go to 2 Timothy. 2 Timothy chapter 4, New Testament. Because people have no idea about the role of the papacy. The Lord gave him 7 different names in the Bible, and that is your worst enemy, and we don't even realize it.
Teach.
They said, "Oh, we got one from Chicago."
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. I've never seen so many people happy to see the assassin arrive. Not Hebrews. 2 Timothy 4. 2 Timothy chapter 4. And we're going to pick it up at verse 3. We're going to pick it up at verse 3. 2 Timothy 4 and verse 3, because it gave us a warning when this thing set in and took over. Oh, I didn't even mention this picture, did I?
No.
This picture is called La Verita. La Verita means the truth. This is what's on the Pope's Pope Alexander the Seventh, his tomb. And it's showing that we are worshiping the sun. They cherish the sun. It is all sun worship because they don't realize that the Vatican is the headquarters of Satan's seat. We can read that to you. He actually has a throne over in Vatican City. But no one wants to listen to a Hebrew, because we New Testament now, right? So no one, I don't know nothing. Okay, might as well get back to Jingle Bells, huh? I don't think so. 2 Timothy chapter 4 and verse 3. When you get there, go ahead and read.
For the time will come
when it's here. Go ahead.
When they will not endure sound doctrine.
I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear. Go ahead.
But after their own lusts shall they heap to themselves teachers.
But I like this preacher, this pastor, this minister, this evangelist. I'm going to pick my own. Go ahead.
Having itching ears.
Right.
And they shall turn away their ears from the truth. And shall be turned into fables.
And shall be turned into what?
Fables.
The book already called it out. It's just, see, everyone's in the book. It's just a matter of what part you're going to play.
That's it.
Go ahead.
But watch thou in all things.
But you are supposed to watch in all things. That's why every preacher is called a watcher in the Bible. He says, if you don't watch, then I'm going to turn, and someone else gets got because you didn't watch. He said, their blood's going to be on your hand. So that's why it's important that I let you know the truth. You can make your own decision. I don't care. It's your own choice. I only get in trouble if I don't, like Amazon. If I don't make the delivery, I'm in trouble. If you could choose not to open the box, that's on you. I did my job. I have delivered myself. Lord, I gave it to them. What they do with, that's on them.
Teach.
Because my job is not to convert. My job is to make the convincing argument from the book.
That's it.
The rest is on them.
That's it.
Go ahead.
Do the work of an evangelist.
Do the work of an evangelist. Go ahead.
Make full proof of thy ministry.
And your ministry has to be what?
Full proof.
Full proof. A lot of people have turned into wicked pagans and turned atheists because of Christmas and Easter and Sunday celebrations. They say you're getting all this from paganism. That Bible can't be the truth. Not realizing what you're actually doing is removing the faith of somebody else. Now Egyptology is all over the place, right? They got that on cross everywhere now, right? Because they say, I can't, my grandma always prayed to that deity and nothing happened. And when I say, well, hold up. Is what she was doing according to the Bible? No. Then how you going to blame the book?
Wow.
Because you put the batteries in backwards of the remote. But that's what's happening. Go ahead.
That was the end of 5.
That's in the 5?
Yes.
Perfect. Let's go to Ezekiel chapter 8. Because I want to let the Lord start doing some talking too.
That's it.
Because he's going to start calling out what we are doing. And I do mean we. Because the Lord said, Israel have I known. So we're the only ones that can backslide because we were the ones that have the truth. And I mean the full truth. All the people that Paul had taught, what are the Gentiles doing? They going back to dealing with their gods. Wow. That's why that's that first scripture we hit. Half the nations change their gods? No. They kept they saying gods, you kept leaving me. I got all my words in the Old Testament. You don't want to hear it. Then all of a sudden, when pain comes to us, we like, dang, I should have searched them scripture. Yeah, you would have known. Don't be over there at the time Christ is born. Where we at? We at
Ezekiel chapter 8, verse 3.
Ezekiel 8, and think about verse 3. Ezekiel 8 and verse 3.
And he put forth the form of an hand,
right,
and took me by a lock of mine hair,
so
of my head.
This Ezekiel, the Lord snatched him up. Literally had an angel snatch him up by a lock and said, get over here. You know, I used to play Mortal Kombat. They said that all the time. So they snatched him up. Go ahead.
And the spirit lifted me up.
And the spirit, that angel lifted him up. Go ahead.
Between the earth and the heaven.
Lifted him up in the air. Like, I need to show you something that God is upset about what y'all people are doing. Go ahead.
And brought me in the visions of God to Jerusalem.
Now he brought, all of a sudden he in a vision. Woof. I'm in Jerusalem. Go ahead.
To the door of the inner gate that looketh toward the north. Where was the seat of the image of jealousy, which provoketh to jealousy.
So we had a whole lot of images and idolatry that was provoking him, right? That's what was going on here that he's showing. Let's jump down to verse 6. Verse 6, go ahead.
He said, furthermore unto me, Son of man, seest thou what they do?
Do you see what they doing? Go ahead.
Even the great abominations that the house of Israel committeth here, that I should go far off from the sanctuary.
He's like, this is why I'm going to leave my sanctuary. I'm going to go off far from them because of what they doing. Go ahead.
But turn thee yet again, and thou shalt see greater abominations.
No, it gets worse. I'm going to show you even more stuff that they doing. Give me verse 15.
Then said he unto me, hast thou seen this, O son of man?
Right.
Turn thee yet again, and thou shalt see greater abominations than these.
Go ahead.
And he brought me into the inner court of the Lord's house.
The inner court of God's house. Go ahead.
And behold, at the door of the temple, the Lord, between the porch and the altar, were about 25 men with their back toward the temple.
25 men got their back to the temple. In other words, they ignoring God. I don't want to hear what he got to say. So they turned their back to the temple of God in God's house. Go ahead.
With their backs toward the temple of the Lord,
right?
And their faces toward the east.
And their faces toward the east. Go ahead.
And they worship the sun toward the east.
And they worship the what?
The sun.
He said that was worse than the idolatry you had.
Wow.
You turn your back to me and you started worshiping the sun, Israel, and we wonder why we in captivity.
That's it.
We have the why. It's in this book. We just don't want to take accountability though. Verse 18, watch what he said.
Therefore will I also deal in fury. Mine eyes shall not spare.
So now we're not going to get any pity, he says. No. Go ahead.
Neither will I have pity. And though they cry in mine ears,
though they cry in my ears, go ahead.
With their loud voice, yet will I not hear them.
Yet will I not hear them. Our actions are connected to the amount of reprieve we get in life.
That's it.
The amount of breaks, the amount of, the book says the Lord is the shade upon your right hand. In other words, the times when he give you a break from all the stress, and sometimes you get sometimes cash come through. Sometimes a blessing hits your family. He like, I'm pulling all that back. And if you get something, I'm going to take it back on the back end too. Because we keep doing this.
Hold justice.
Let's go to, because he said he's not going to hear their prayers, right? Go to Jeremiah 7. Because he keeps saying, look at what they're doing. Jeremiah 7. Appealing to the voice of reason. Is there anybody that's willing to stand in the gap? Be valiant for the truth, as it said in the book of Judges. Be valiant. Jeremiah 7 and 16. 7 and 16. Because I'm getting tired of seeing us always on the local news. I used to tell my mother, don't cut on local news no more.
Yeah.
It's depressing.
Yeah.
I'd rather watch national news. Because they'll talk about some good news over here. I hit local today. 3 children got killed. Today, a car ran into a festival and did this, that, and the other. These many teams had this happen. I'm tired of it, but especially when you know why it's happening. Jeremiah 7 and 16, when you get there, go ahead and read.
Therefore, pray not thou for this people.
He said, told Jeremiah, don't even pray for this people. Go ahead.
Neither lift up cry nor prayer for them. Neither make intercession to me.
Don't make intercession to me for them, he said. Go ahead.
For I will not hear thee.
Because I'm not listening to you because I want to hurt these people. Go ahead.
Seest thou not what they do in the
You don't see what they do? Go ahead.
In the cities of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem.
This is even when we was in the land. He said, you don't see what they doing in my land, in my house? Go ahead.
The children gather wood, and their fathers kindle the fire, and the women knead their dough to make cakes to the queen of heaven,
right?
And to pour out drink offerings unto other gods, that they may provoke me to anger.
And they are pouring out drink offerings to other gods to provoke me to anger. I thought it was cute to put out milk and cookies, but that was a drink offering to another god. I just didn't know. I hope that I get forgiveness for that, because that was a sin in ignorance. But I'm not going to take this now, go back and redo it to now get my house cursed.
Teach.
That's in 18. Give me 19 as well.
Do they provoke me to anger? Saith the Lord. Do they not provoke themselves to the confusion of their own faces?
He said they about to get confused when they get hit from all sides. He said bring confusion to their own faces. Let's go to Jeremiah 16 and verse 1. He was so upset, he told a prophet of God, don't even get a wife from this people.
Wow. Wow.
Jeremiah 16 and verse 1. 16 and 1. Read the book.
The word of the Lord came also unto me, saying, thou shalt not take thee a wife, neither shalt thou have sons or daughters in this place.
And don't even have children here, Jeremiah. Go ahead.
For thus saith the Lord concerning the sons and concerning the daughters that are born in this place.
Both sons, concerning all that's born here, he said. Go ahead.
And concerning their mothers that bear them.
And concerning their mothers, go ahead.
And concerning their fathers that begat them in this land. They shall die of grievous deaths.
They shall die grievous deaths. I'm not even going to take them down cute. It's going to be bloody. Go ahead.
They shall not be lamented.
Right.
Neither shall they be buried.
Right.
But they shall be as dung upon the face of the earth, and they shall be consumed by the sword.
Right.
And by famine. And their carcasses shall be meat for the fowls of the heaven and for the beasts of the earth.
So we think that we really can't make God upset. You ain't been reading this book, but you over here got a theology degree, and you ain't number one. I didn't know you could pay for the Holy Ghost.
Teach.
But you're not letting the people know that God has wrath too. The wrath of the land, you can read that in Revelation. And these people are messing around and getting slaughtered because they're being misinformed. That's what gets you in trouble, is if you don't give them the message and let them know what the book say, you in trouble. You put yourself on the barbecue list. What verse you at?
Top of 5.
Go ahead.
For thus saith the Lord, enter not into the house of mourning,
right?
Neither go to lament, nor bemoan them.
Right.
For I have taken away my peace from this people, saith the Lord.
Right.
Even loving kindness and mercies.
Peace, loving kindness, and mercy. That's letting you know that he's about to sick Satan, but you can't see on you. That comes to kill, steal, and destroy. And we don't realize that he is running rampant through our neighborhoods. Don't matter where you go on the map.
Yeah.
He there, or he got a system of people that's there. But that's what we see here. That's why while we got a little bit of reprieve,
yes, sir,
take advantage of the good while the good's here.
Yes, sir. Go
to Psalm 110. I remember one time I had to try to explain this to a woman I was working with some years ago, like a little bit over a decade ago. And she said, I don't know about all that, Jay. I don't want to hear all that. I did my job. I just let her see it. My job ain't to force. I ain't gonna force feed you truth.
Nope.
Like the doctor don't force feed you medicine.
Nope.
But before she knew it, she had a stroke. She was by herself in the house. Had a stroke in the house. No one could found her for 2 days. Turned around and she had so much swelling on the brain, they had to remove the top of her skull so it could get some pressure relief. Then while all that's happening, her son committed suicide. And then now she got to go to the funeral of her own son. They just put the top of her skull back on so she could attend to it. And I'm sitting here wondering, like, I don't know what to say. All I can do is try to give people the heads up. I don't control what God does when you reject his word. I just back up and I throw up a prayer. And I got many stories. And she was brilliant too. Very smart. Until the Lord sick that pit bull on you and you don't see when he comes. So, where we at? That's
Psalm
110? Yes. Psalm 110 and verse 1. Because I got to put the relief on the table, which is Jesus.
That's it.
It's always Jesus.
That's it.
Psalm 110. Pick it up at verse 1. When you get there, go ahead and read.
The Lord said unto my Lord.
The Lord said to my Lord. So if it's David talking, he's saying his Lord is Jesus.
That's it.
The God of the Old Testament always was Jesus. Go ahead.
Sit thou at my right hand.
He's sitting on the right hand. David said, my Lord's on the right hand. Go ahead.
Until I make thine enemies thy footstool.
Until I make your enemies your footstool. That's when he returns. But let's see the one on the right hand, what he has now in verse 4. Go ahead.
He hath made his wonderful works to be remembered.
Is that verse 4?
Yeah, sorry. That was 111. Sorry. The Lord hath sworn and will not repent.
The Lord has sworn and will not take it back. Go ahead.
Thou art a priest forever after the order of Melchizedek.
You are a priest forever after the order of Melchizedek. So Jesus Christ is now a king priest. He has taken over the priesthood. That's why Levi no longer does animal sacrifices. But he has not enacted the kingship part yet because he needs to be king of the earth. And this earth is all crooked and crooked. That's how you know he isn't ruling here yet. But the angel told Mary he has to sit on the throne of his father David. So he hasn't sat on David's throne, which is why wickedness is proliferating, because he about to catch them with their pants down.
Teach. And
it's going to be bloody. In fact, let's read verse 6. Verse 5, rather. 5 and 6, just to prove it. I don't want to just give a statement without ratifying. 5 and 6. What is Jesus going to do?
The Lord at thy right hand,
the one on the right hand, go ahead,
shall strike through the kings in the day of his wrath.
Oh, but I elected that king, so he said, I'm going to strike through the kings in the day of his wrath. Go ahead.
He shall judge among the heathen. He shall fill the places with the dead bodies.
So it said he's going to do that.
That's it.
He's going to fill the places with the dead bodies. It said that the blood is going to go to the horse's bridle for 200 miles. And the word of God will be fulfilled. Because guess what? Only a few going to make it.
That's it.
Someone going to get taken out by Moses because Moses coming back. Someone going to be taken out by Jeremiah because Jeremiah coming back. Someone's going to be taken out by Elijah and Elisha because they coming back too. Oh, not to mention some of the women that also were righteous. They come up in the first resurrection.
That's it.
And the book says they have to have a two-edged sword in their hand and the high praise of God in their mouth, and they come and kill it according to the Bible.
That's it.
Finish out 6.
He shall wound the heads over many countries.
Over many countries. I don't care who's at the UN table now. Let's go to Hebrews chapter 7. All I can do is give the heads up. Hey, it's about to jump off. Them trumpets gonna blow. Them seals gonna come loose. Them vials gonna get ready. That's all I can say, bro.
That's it. It's a book.
That's why it said that there was 10 virgins, 5 had oil in their vessels, and 5 didn't.
Not ready.
The ones without the oil said, come, give us of your oil, because ours have run out. But what was the answer?
No.
You got to go buy from them that sale. You got to go get your own oil. Because what I had to do to get this oil, this understanding, I had to go in the house at Friday night.
That's it.
I had to stop washing my car on Saturday to get this oil. I had to do various things to get this oil. I had to push pork from the table to get this oil.
Teach.
But you don't want to do what I did to get the oil. That's why you don't get none. Hebrews 7 and verse 1. 7 and 1. When you get there, go ahead and read.
For this Melchizedek.
This Melchizedek that we just read about, because it's a title. It's not a name. Melchizedek is a type. Go ahead.
The king of Salem.
The king of Salem. Salem means Jerusalem. Go ahead.
Priest of the Most High God.
He is the priest of the Most High God. Go ahead.
Who met Abraham returning from the slaughter of the king.
He even met Abraham in the Old Testament. Go ahead.
And blessed him.
Go ahead.
To whom also Abraham gave a 10th part of all. First being by interpretation, king of righteousness, and after that also king of Salem, which is king of peace.
Because Salem is the same as shalom. It means peace. Go ahead.
Without father. Without mother. Without descent.
Hold on. Without father and mother. So I already knew Joseph wasn't the real father, but we understand that Mary wasn't his real mother either, because he pre-existed Mary.
That's it.
Without father or mother. Go ahead.
Without descent.
Having
neither beginning of days nor end of life.
If he doesn't have a beginning of days, how can you tell me December 25th is his birthday?
Teach.
You can't. Because Melchizedek has no beginning of days. But your minister should be teaching that. Go ahead.
But made like unto the Son of God abideth the priest continually.
But made like unto the Son of God, he abides priest now continually. What do you mean made? He went from being flesh and blood to spirit being. He just got that change, but he was spirit being before he was flesh and blood.
That's it.
He was only flesh for 33 and a half years. But he is now abides a priest nonstop. While you sleeping, he still intercede.
Teach.
Let's go now to Jeremiah 23. Jeremiah 23. Because the one that's talking in the old is the one that came in the new. That's why people think religion is so hard. Religion is so easy. That's why the Muslims don't like talking to me, because I'll go in their Quran and show them that their Quran says follow this Bible.
That's it. Yes. We gave it to Moses.
So they keep walking. Because the Gentiles don't have the word, they got to use bombs because they can't convince the Arabs. They don't have the doctrine.
Nope.
Jeremiah 23 and 18. 23 and 18. When you get there, go ahead and read.
For who have stood in the counsel of the Lord?
Right. Who has listened to God, he's saying. Go ahead.
And perceived and heard his word. Who hath marked his word and heard it?
Who's marked it? That's why I highlight my Bible many a times. You got to mark it and hear it. Go ahead.
The anger of the jump down to 20.
Jump down to verse 20. Yep.
The anger of the Lord shall not return until he have executed and until he have performed the thoughts of his heart.
Right. In other words, he gonna get who he gotta get. Go ahead.
In the latter days, ye shall consider it perfect.
Oh, he said in the which days?
Latter days.
That's the last days. In the last days, you're gonna realize, dang, every prophecy in the Old Testament was spot on.
That's it.
He said, but they're not gonna consider it until the end. Go ahead.
I have not sent these prophets.
Now he said, now these some prophets, I ain't sent them. Go ahead.
Yet they ran.
Yet they running.
Yep, they ran.
Running to go preach when they aren't sent. Go ahead.
I have not spoken to them. Yet they prophesied.
So you ain't got the prophecies, then how are you prophesying? Go ahead.
But if they had stood in my counsel,
go ahead.
And had caused my people to hear my words,
and caused my people hear what I have to say. That means I show what the book says. Cause my people to hear my words. Go ahead.
Then they should have turned them from their evil way.
Then the people would have changed their ways. And the Lord gave mercy unto the house of Israel. Go ahead.
And from the evil of their doings.
And they would have went from the evil of their doings. What verse you at? That's in the 22?
That's in the 22.
Give me 27.
Which think to cause my people to forget my name by their dreams, which they tell every man to his neighbor.
Right. Their dreams meaning that they're speaking about their imagination. They just come up with an imagination that's not connected to the word of God, and they're causing the people to be deceived by their dreams. Go ahead.
As their fathers have not forgotten my name for Baal.
As their fathers. So he's saying they're doing what their ancestors did. Have forgotten my name for who?
Baal.
For Baal. You went back into Baal worship. 28.
The prophet that hath a dream, let him tell a dream.
So he like, okay, you want to stay on the falsehood? You got a dream? Go ahead, tell your dream. Go ahead.
And he that hath my word.
But the one that has my word, do what?
Let him speak my word faithfully.
You speak my word faithfully. That means I don't tell you the truth and I'm in the club that night dealing with someone I shouldn't deal with. That means I got the word, but I'm not faithful with the word. I got the word, but I'm operating hypocritical against the word. He that hath my word, let him speak it faithfully. Finish it out.
What is chaff to the wheat, saith the Lord.
What is the chaff to the wheat? Chaff will get burned up. Because we see various examples of that. The wheat go into the barn. So what is the chaff to the wheat? Let's go now. Now, what I want to do, I want to read from this preacher right here. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Please, I want to read from some of his writings because a lot of people know more than what they teach the people. They hold back the truth from the people. In fact, the Lord says when that happens, they're going to start turning kind of sus. So when you hold the truth and righteousness, he's going to make you you're going to have one of them letters behind your name. You know, they got all the letters. Plus, divide, equal sign, they got all that stuff. But let's go to the papers of Dr. Martin Luther King, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can we turn to page 222 and pick it up right here? The name of this paper that Dr. Martin Luther King did was called The Influence of Mithraism on Christianity. He got a good grade on this paper. Go ahead.
When Mithraism is compared with Christianity, there are surprisingly many points of similarity.
Hold it. There's a whole lot of similarity between Mithraism and Christianity. Hold on, I gotta see this. Go ahead.
Of all the mystery cults, Mithraism was the greatest competitor of Christianity.
That was the greatest competitor. Now remember, the Persians dealt with Mithraism. That's why it came into Rome from Persia. Go ahead.
The cause for struggle between these two religions was that they had so many traditions, practices, and ideas that were similar and in some cases identical.
So what he's saying is the modern Christianity today looks a whole lot like the old school, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hit that one right there.
Mm-hmm. In fact, the comparison became so evident that many believed that Christian movement itself became a mystery cult.
That the Christian movement itself, he said, became a what? Mystery cult. But they say I'm in a cult because
Mm-hmm.
I keep the Sabbath day.
Mm-hmm. Highlight. Mm-hmm.
Martin Luther King, well, number one, his name was originally Michael King Jr. because he was renamed by his father after they took a trip to Germany and was inspired by Martin Luther, who put his 95 Theses on the door at the church in Wittenberg, Germany. And he said, I'm going to change my name and my son's name. We're no longer Michael King Sr. and Michael King Jr. We're Martin Luther King Sr. and Martin Luther King Jr.
Teach.
That's the end of that?
Yep. Mm-hmm. They are.
Hit this part. Yep.
There were many other points of similarity between these two groups. Let us look at a few of them. 1, both regarded Sunday as a holy day.
That's not in this book, is it?
Nope.
Doesn't it say Sunday's a holy day?
No.
So he knows that something that we're doing is lining up with the mystery cult. That's not in this book. Go ahead.
2, December 25th became to be considered as the anniversary of the birth of Mithra and Christ also.
Mithra's got a birthday on December 25th too?
With Christ, yep.
Is that in this book?
No.
So what are people really doing? Sun worship. Go ahead.
3, baptism and a communion meal were important parts of the ritual of both groups.
We do have to do baptism, but we don't do communion. That comes from the Romans call it the Eucharist or the sacraments, right? Or the Mass. That's why it's called Christ's Mass. We have the Passover. That's once a year.
That's it.
Not once a month.
That's it.
That's the remix that they keep putting out there. And I tell them all the time, don't put raisins in the potato salad. But that's what the Gentiles do. They throw all this unnecessary stuff sometimes in there. Go ahead.
4, the rebirth of converts was a fundamental idea in the two cults.
The rebirth. But we don't say that we're born again now, do we?
No.
You're born again when you're raised from the dead.
That's it.
When was Jesus born again? When he came out the grave.
That's it.
You have to have a different body to say that you're born again.
That's it.
Just because I repent doesn't mean I'm born again. So does that mean if I go and do something I'm not supposed to do after I'm born again, do I become unborn?
No.
Do I have to do I get reborn?
Backslide.
It's a new body. That's why Nicodemus said, am I supposed to go into my mother's womb a second time?
No.
He ain't talking about that. You don't go back to that. The first birth was Adam that came from the ground.
That's it.
So the first one what the book called the last man, Adam, is Jesus that came from the ground. So if you expect to be born again, this is after you die or if he gives you a change like he did Enoch. Go ahead.
5, the struggle with evil and the eventual triumph of good were essential ideas in both religions.
Right. We'll deal with 5 later. Let's go ahead and jump down to this one. No, turn the page. That top one right there.
That Christianity did copy and borrow from Mithraism cannot be denied.
So this is like his summation. The summary, hey, Christianity borrowed from Mithraism. Go ahead.
but it was generally a natural and unconscious process.
That's what he thinks it's natural and unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
That's where he's getting presumptuous.
Mm-hmm.
No, someone knows what they're doing. That's why I showed some other history before that.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and pick it up right there.
Mm-hmm. Many of the views, while passing out of paganism into Christianity, were given a more profound and spiritual meaning by Christians. Yet we must be in depth to the source.
Hold up. So he said, while we was moving from paganism to Christianity, it said that we were trying to give the wreath a deeper meaning.
Mm-hmm.
The Yule log really means this.
Yes.
We were trying to make it deep, like it has some different meaning.
Mm-hmm.
But he said, nah, but we're indebted to the source.
That's it.
That's what he said. Look, finish out what he said right there.
To discuss Christianity without mentioning other religions.
To discuss Roman Christianity.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Would be like discussing the greatness of the Atlantic Ocean without the slightest mention of the many tributaries that keep it flowing.
He said it's like trying to remove the estuaries that keep a body of water flowing.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, he's saying paganism flowed all in Roman Christianity. But we know that because we're in the hardest level, the Romans. This is the hardest level. Because not only did they sell you off physically, but then they switch you up mentally. Yep. So you could be on the same block in your own neighborhood. You got Church of God in Christ.
Mm-hmm.
You got Apostolic.
Mm-hmm.
You got Evangelical. You got SDA. You got Mormon. You got Jehovah's Witness, because they scattered you. That's why they call it Babylon the Great. The languages were scattered in Babylon. They scattered you religiously and physically through Rome.
Teach.
That's why it's Babylon the Great.
That's it.
Now we can't get along on nothing.
Mother.
Not to mention that they invented Islam as well, but they didn't want to have that conversation. Ishmael not ready for that one. That's why they got a Book of Mary over in the Quran, because we know who gave them that. This is the hardest level. And this is the last one we have to overcome. Let's go now to Funky Wagner's encyclopedia. I want you to give the definition for mass. Because if you're going to say Christ had a mass, I want to know about this mass. Go ahead.
Mass, the ritual of chants, readings, prayers, and other ceremonies used in the celebration of the Eucharist.
Right? The Eucharist, that's another name.
Mm-hmm.
Eucharist means to deal with death. So that's why if someone says, I'm going to euthanize my cat, that means I'm going to kill my cat. The Eucharist is a celebration of death. Go ahead.
In the Roman Catholic Church. Other Protestant churches call this ritual Holy Communion or the Lord's Supper.
Where you at?
I've just finished here.
Yeah, go ahead and hit all the highlights. Go ahead.
It was taken from the formula for dismissing the congregation.
Right, it means to dismiss. Go ahead.
Iste missa est go Eucharist has been sent forth.
Oh, they're sending forth something, all right. See, a lot of people don't know that this is actually witchcraft. People don't know what witchcraft really looks like. They don't know what sorcery really looks like. Why do you think Putin came out this last week says, I'm fighting against evil and against the sorcerers? But that's what he fight against the West, though, right? Oh, because this is Western Europe. That's why the Eastern Orthodox has Christmas on January 6th, because they don't understand the real roots of it. But then the West has it on December 25th. Why? Because they use two different calendars. That's all that is. That's why Ukraine, they used to have Christmas on January 6th until they was beefing with Russia. Then they said, well, I'm going to December 25th with the West. Same thing. Go ahead.
Forms of the Mass. The earliest form of the celebration of the Mass was the domestic Eucharist, and archaeological evidence shows that from the 3rd to the 4th century.
Right. So hold on. So 3rd or 4th century. So they say that they were dealing with this in the 3rd or the 4th century, but Jesus was born 5 BC. So how can you say that Christ had a mass if you trace it back to the 3rd or 4th century when the Romans had taken over after we were kicked out the land in 70 AD?
Christian communities celebrated Mass in large homes.
Right. And we know where this is. This is in Rome. This is not what Paul was doing. This is not what Peter was doing. This is not what James or John was doing. This is the Romans. Romans means the remix. They have remixed this thing so bad that we're in a press, so we can't undo it unless we deal with the word of God.
Teach.
So now that we got that definition, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would like to go to Jeremiah, the 10th chapter. Y'all sound like y'all been reading this book before. But that's a beautiful thing. Each one teach one. And guess what? And there's some Gentiles that's so skilled with the script now. They will point out these things to you.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? They made themselves a prey too, because all of a sudden, people don't want to listen to them.
Nope.
Because he said, my house shall be called a house of prayer for all people. That's why it's getting out there and it's proliferating. Jeremiah chapter 10. Now, I want to make sure that we read this nice and slow, okay?
Yes,
go ahead, pick it up from the top.
Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel.
O house of Israel.
Thus saith the Lord. Learn not the way of the heathen.
This means other nations. Don't learn these religious customs of the other nations. Go ahead.
And be not dismayed at the signs of the heaven.
Go ahead.
For the heathen are dismayed at them.
Go ahead.
For the customs of the people are vain.
That's right. And what they going to do?
For one cutteth a tree out of the forest.
Right. So someone's going to cut a tree out of the forest. Go ahead.
The work of the hands of the workmen with the axe.
Now, is this an exaggeration of what we have here? Someone holding the axe.
Nope.
Getting ready to cut down a tree because he in the forest, like the book just said.
Mm-hmm.
But remember, they're evergreen trees.
That's it.
Go ahead.
They deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers.
So they're going to decorate it. So they're going to chop it down first. Then they're going to do what? Decorate with silver and gold. It's going to be all nice and pretty. They're going to put nice little red balls on it and put a star at the top. They're going to put gifts underneath it. And then he said that they're going to do what? Read that part again.
They fasten it with nails.
Okay, so in order for it to stand up, he got to make sure that he make that crossbar like the old school way was. They had to nail it to the floor like you did back in the day. Now you got the fancy thing. You just turn the knives on the side. Go ahead.
And with hammers that it move not.
That it doesn't move. What do you mean? If you chop a tree down, it's not going to move. But if you stand it up, it is if you don't fasten it down. Go ahead.
Verse 5. They are upright as a palm tree,
right? But
speak not.
Right.
They must needs be born.
What does that mean? They must needs to be born. They have to be carried. He's like, this has no life in it. It is not a deity, but they need to carry it because they're dealing with idolatry. Go ahead.
Because they cannot go.
Because they can't go on their own. That's why they got to be put on top of a car.
That's it.
Go ahead.
Be not afraid of them.
Right.
For they cannot do evil.
That's right.
Neither also is it in them to do good.
Right. They can't do good or evil because it's an inanimate object. Go ahead. That's the end of verse 5, right?
Yes, sir.
Do I have 15 on there as well?
You sure
hit 15. I want 15. Go ahead.
They are vanity.
This is all vanity. Go ahead.
And the work of errors.
And this is the work of error. Go ahead.
In the time of their visitation.
In the time that the Lord visits them. Go ahead.
They shall perish.
They shall perish. You don't want to make this error with God. He said, at the right time, they shall perish. Now, this, because now they just say like happy holiday. They kind of just throw it all together. To now, they like mush everything together now, right? It's not just Christmas. They'll say Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, New Year. They throw everything in there, right? So now you have to like take them apart piece by piece. So now if you're going to tell me Happy New Year as well, you need to prove that the New Year starts in January 1st. I had this question. I was about 9 years old. I asked my mother, I said, because I said, hey, Mom, you said it's the year, I think it was like 1992, 1993. She said, yeah. I said, when did we start keeping time to where we know that this is the year? Oh, when Jesus was born? I'm 9 years old. I said, if we started keeping the years when Jesus was born, then why do we have a new year on January 1st instead of December 25th? She was driving. Hit her with an okie doke. I was just asking. If we say this is when we start a time, then why we have a whole separate date to start a new year?
Why?
But the Lord hit me as an adult with the answer. Because this calendar, when we hit September, the world thinks it's month number 9. That's month 7. Sept comes from the Latin septum, meaning 7. Uh-oh. October. They say, that's the 10th month.
Octagon.
How many legs does the octopus have?
8.
Because that's the 8th month, because oct comes from the Latin octo, meaning 8. November. Novem comes from the Latin novum, meaning 9. They think it's 11, but it's really 9. Which means that December, they think it's month number 12 and it's month number 10. Because December, or DEC, comes from the Latin decem, meaning 10.
Decade.
How many years are in a decade?
10.
10 years are in a decade. When you move the decimal over, you move it over to cover a 10th. Everything covers 10. So then that means that because they're going to be shooting in the air on New Year's night, someone's going to get hurt again, and then they're going to say, I'm in the new year, I got this new proposal, I got this new idea, I'm getting fit, everything. But January, you have not entered into month 1. You've entered month 11. Read that for the people.
January, derived from the Latin noun use of Janus.
Januarius,
equivalent to Janus.
Janus, that's the Roman pagan deity. Go ahead.
In ancient Rome culture, Janus was a god of doorways, beginnings, and the rising and the setting of the sun.
Oh, this god was dealing with the rising and the setting of the sun. The god of doorways. That's why I say it's a new beginning, new year, new this, new that. Right. That comes from the Romans saying, I think I want to make January 1st the beginning of our year. But that's not the beginning of the biblical year. The biblical year, we call it the spring, but it just comes in the month Abib, which is the first new moon after the vernal equinox. This is easy. Go ahead.
After 153 BCE, Januarius in Latin became the first month of the Roman calendar.
The first month of, told you the Romans are doing you in. The first month of the Roman calendar. Which is why February, everybody, how come they make February Black History Month the shortest? Do the history. Read it.
February was originally the 12th, last month of the year.
It was originally the 12th month. Go ahead.
It handled leftover days.
It handled what?
Leftover days.
Any leftover days. Go ahead.
And calendar corrections.
And calendar corrections like leap years. Go ahead.
This is why the leap day adjustments historically occurred in February.
At the end of February. It got nothing to do about us. It's about them trying to correct their calendar. But that is month 12, which means that when March hit, that's why we usually have the biblical New Year in March, sometimes in April.
Spring.
That's why he's always telling us, look at the details, do a little bit of research.
Yes.
Show that you put a little bit of effort in, and let me bless your household. You don't have to get it all right away, but show that effort.
That's it.
You want to make the team? Show some effort. Show up on time. Do this, do that, whatever it is, showing that, Lord, I don't know it all, but what do I need to do to get it? I'm willing to make that sacrifice. And boy, have I made some sacrifices in life. Almost to the point of writing an autobiography, but it's not about me. It's just a testimony that I have, and y'all are building your own testimonies as you come to the truth and leaving the world that's caught up in paganism. Now he's dealing with you and growing your understanding. Let's go now. Big book. I want this. Because, I ain't under that law. I don't have to live according to that law. Y'all legalists. Well, then if you're not listening to God's law, you don't realize you're still following somebody's law. This is, don't worry, I got a picture. You ain't got to worry about that. Turn to the Canon Law 1246, Section 1. This is the Catholics' canon law of what they have put as the rules you must obey. And they say, we are legalists. No, I'm sorry. I should have showed you this way back here. I had this book for many years. Thank you. Go ahead, read the highlighter.
Feast days, holy days of obligation.
They're holy days. So they say holidays now, but they're saying this is the holy day you are obligated to keep. Go ahead.
Canon 1246.
Section 1.
Section 1. Sunday is the day of which the Paschal mystery is celebrated in the light of the apostolic tradition.
The apostolic tradition. The apostles didn't keep this tradition. They didn't go to church on Sunday. We can read that. Go ahead.
And is to be observed as the foremost holy day of the obligation in the universal church.
That's why when I went to go do a funeral 2 weeks ago, it was a fight to not do a burial on Sunday, but to do it, not to do it on Saturday, but to do it on a Sunday. Because they wanted to do it on the Sabbath, but we were like, no, you got to do this on Sunday. But they still keep that as a holy day. That's why we showed the blue laws. Go ahead.
Also to be observed as Christmas.
Christmas, which is also called, go ahead.
The Epiphany.
Oh, it's also called the Nativity of our Lord Jesus Christ. They call it the Nativity. Go ahead.
The Ascension and Corpus Christi.
Right.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, and her Immaculate Conception.
Immaculate Conception. Did we show that that's not biblical? Go ahead.
And Assumption. Saint Joseph.
Assumption means she went to heaven. She ain't go to heaven. Jesus told you that in John 3:13.
No.
Go ahead.
Saint Joseph.
Right.
And the apostles Saint Peter and Paul. And finally, all saints.
Halloween. All this is from Satan's church. Satan got you ready to be caught up in a pretzel. That's all I need from that. That's all I need. I don't need to do a whole lot. Like I said, touch and go. We touching and going because we're on the way out of here, right? So now go to Jeremiah 11. On the way out. But you can't tell nobody nothing. They are on their way to the lake of fire, but all I can do is give you the heads up. You know if you jump on the building, you're going to die, right? Now I want to hear that. Okay, go ahead and jump. My job is to give you the warning. And I don't know how much grace or how much cock he going to give someone. That's why we went and did a baptism earlier this summer, right? The baptism was beautiful. The person that was just there at the baptism died 3 days later. Wow, jeez. Gone. Car accident. Out. And all we can say is get the getting while the getting good. First, Jeremiah 11 and verse 10. 11 and 10. Go ahead.
They are turned back to the iniquities of their forefathers.
And this week trying to let us know that we are doing what our forefathers did to earn slavery. Go ahead.
Which refused to hear my words.
Which refused to hear my words. Go ahead.
And they went after other gods to serve them.
And they went after other gods. Scorpio season. Taurus season. They calling all these deities out on their own birthday. Go ahead.
The house of Israel and the house of Judah have broken my covenant, which I made with their fathers.
They broke the agreement that I had with them. God had an agreement with us, and that's why we're going under the penal clause of that agreement. Go ahead.
Therefore, thus saith the Lord.
Right.
Behold, I will bring evil upon them.
He said, now watch this. My turn. I'm going to bring evil upon them. Go ahead.
Which they shall not be able to escape.
And they can't even escape it when I bring it. You do not want to fall under God's vice grips. You do not get out from that. Go ahead.
And though they shall cry unto me.
And though they shall cry unto me. Go ahead.
I will not hearken unto them.
I don't want to hear it. Your prayer can become sin. Go ahead.
Then shall the cities of Judah and the inhabitants of Jerusalem go and cry unto the gods whom they offer incense.
So then when you find yourself in a bind, go ask that Christmas tree that you were singing to. Oh, Christmas tree. Go ahead.
But they shall not save them at all in the time of their trouble.
And it's still not going to save. Go ahead.
For according to the number of thy cities were their gods.
Right.
O Judah, and according to the number of the streets of Jerusalem have ye set up altars to that shameful thing, even altars to burn incense unto Baal.
Even altars to burn incense unto Baal. Verse 14.
Therefore pray not thou for this people, neither lift up a cry or prayer for them.
Why is that?
For I will not hear them.
He said, I don't even want to hear a prayer for them. I don't want to see anyone intercede on their behalf. Go ahead.
For I will not hear them in the time that they cry unto me for their trouble.
Right. Because the whole time while we was dealing with the paganism, he had a whole separate collection of things that he wanted us to do. Did you know that we don't do holidays, we do holy days? And there are holy days in the Bible.
Wow.
What are these holy days? They are Passover.
That's it.
Unleavened bread, day 1 through 7. Then you have, well, specifically day 1 and 7. Pentecost, called the Feast of Weeks. You have the memorial of the blowing of the trumpets. We have the Day of Atonement. You have the Feast of Tabernacles, which is 7 days. And then you have the 8th day feast. All of these are not Sabbaths because the Passover is not a Sabbath, it's a memorial. But all of these are what we are told to do out the Bible. And I didn't find out none of these until I was an adult. And that's a shame.
Teach.
How many churches have I been in all my life and no one wants to mention one of these to me?
Too many.
Oh, because you make the decision for me. Because your numbers might get light in your congregation. If they hear the truth, they make a decision. Your job is to make a decision for them. It's every man makes their own decision. Deliver yourselves from this untoward generation. So when I was searching for it, I literally gave up when I was looking for these days. Until I stepped away from my desk in frustration. It's about 13 years ago. Came back, saw a calendar I had never seen before, and it said today is Yom Kippur. What? I saw that. Atonement. Oh, I found the feast days on the Day of Atonement because I was looking for it.
Wow.
God let me see it.
Teach.
So now we show them in the English. We don't have to hide it under these different names.
Yes, sir.
Yom Kippur, Yom Teruah. Tell me in English.
Yes.
Edom. Trying to block me from what my book said. 1 Corinthians chapter 10, and we got 3 more spots. 1 Corinthians 10. This whole time I'm looking, I'm asking questions. Then when I threw that tree out, I saved so much money.
Teach.
I was like, whoa. I got money for this. I got money for that. I got so much room for activities now. My budget gets some breathing room. Because I don't have to be vain and try to show out and stunt. All I got to do is live my life. And when I kept the feast days, I just brought a dish. I said, hold up now. You mean to tell me? Because I saw all the food lined up. This, that, this. I said, hold up. And all this is biblically clean meat? They said, yeah, it's all clean. I said, what's that right there? They said, that's beef ribs. I said, what? I'm used to a small pork ribs. That's a beef rib? They say, yeah, you can have as many as you want. Oh, sign me up. Wear my jersey. And that's why I cook ribs for the feast every day or every time we can. Because that was when it clicked to me. God has a bigger prize for those who just want to be obedient. Much bigger. So now go to 1 Corinthians 10 and pick it up at verse 20. 1 Corinthians 10 and verse 20.
But I say that the things which the Gentiles sacrifice,
the things that the Gentiles, these are the ones that haven't come in the word. The thing that they sacrifice or worship, go ahead.
They sacrifice to devils.
They sacrifice to what?
To devils.
That's to devils.
And not to God.
And that's not to God. I don't care if you put God's name on it. The book gave you the answer. That's to a devil. You make the decision, but he already put it out there for you. Go ahead.
And I will not that you should have fellowship with devils.
And I don't want you to get caught up with them devils. Because once they attach to you or your children, then you're going to have a hard time getting them out. Oh, little Timmy, he was born that way with these feminine tendencies. No, you had a spirit in your house that you didn't know how to get out. And it attached itself to the child. You don't know how to protect your children from spirits. And sage doesn't work. That brings the spirits. Keep going.
Verse 21. Ye cannot drink the cup of the Lord and the cup of devils.
Right.
Ye cannot be partakers of the Lord's table and of the table of devils. Do we provoke the Lord to jealousy?
You think, just like Jeremiah was being told, hey, they provoking me. Go ahead.
Are we stronger than he?
You think we stronger than God? We used to have a saying, you think you can box with God? Your arm's too short for that? So he's trying to point that out. Don't get caught up with the devil worship. That looks nice. Judges 6. So when the Lord puts that spirit on you to get things right in order, what does that look like? We're going to see 2 examples, and we just about to be out of here. Judges chapter 6. When the Lord puts the spirit on someone to put things back in order, to set the stage for Israel to come back to where they need to be, that they may receive mercy, favor, guidance, righteousness, honor, peace, all these good things, especially the blessings. What does it look like? It means you have to become public enemy number one in the nation of your own people. Judges 6 and verse 6. When you get there, go ahead and read.
And Israel was greatly impoverished.
Israel, just like today, is greatly impoverished, was at that time. Go ahead.
Because of the Midianites, and the children of Israel cried unto the Lord.
And they cried unto the Lord. That's in the verse 6?
Yes.
Go ahead, jump down to 12. Go ahead.
And the angel of the Lord appeared unto him and said unto him, the Lord is with thee, thou mighty man of valor.
Now the angel appears unto Gideon. The Lord's with you, the mighty man of valor. Go ahead.
And Gideon said unto him, O my Lord, if the Lord be with us.
If the Lord, the good question, if the Lord is with us, go ahead.
Why then is all this befallen us?
Then why are we going through all this affliction as a people? That's a good question. Go ahead.
And where be all his miracles?
And where are all these miracles? Go ahead.
Which our fathers told us.
Our fathers told us about how he split the seas, how he took the Egyptians down, how he did all these different things, sent the hail and destroyed people. So where are these miracles if I'm in such an impoverished position? This is a real question. Go ahead.
Told us of, saying, did not the Lord bring us up from Egypt?
Right.
But now the Lord hath forsaken us and delivered us into the hands of the Midianites.
Right. So that's a good question. The angel doesn't give him a direct response. He gives him action. Read verse 25. What's the action?
And it came to pass the same night that the Lord said unto him, take thy father's young bullock, even the second bullock of 7 years old. And
do what?
And throw down the altar of Baal that thy father hath.
Oh, you didn't realize you were offending God with something in your house. You go cut down the altar of Baal that's in your father's house. That's bringing affliction to your father's household. That's what it is. That's what's holding you back as a people.
Teach.
Breaking the covenant and bringing other gods before my face. Go ahead.
And cut down the grove that is by it.
That grove you like to put on the banister, he said, cut it down. I don't want to see it. That's why when I found out, I took all that stuff out my house. And I realized things started changing finally.
Yes,
go ahead.
And build an altar unto the Lord thy God upon the top of this rock. In the ordered place, and take the second bullock and offer a burnt sacrifice with the wood of the grove which thou shalt cut down.
And just give me verse 28.
And when the men of the city arose early in the morning,
when they found out in the morning, go ahead.
Behold, the altar of Baal was cast down.
Who cut down my tree? Who scattered my gifts? Who took my wreath off my door? Go ahead.
And the grove was cut down that was by it, and the second bullock was offered upon the altar that was built.
Keep going.
And they said one to another, who have done this thing?
Who did this? Go ahead.
And when they inquired and asked, they said, Gideon, the son of Joash, hath done this thing.
Go ahead.
Then the men of the city said unto Joash, bring out thy son, that he may die, because he hath cut down the altar of Baal, and because he hath cut down the grove that was by it.
And that's the same response today. The exact same response. You become public enemy number one because God told you do something and you do it, but they haven't made the mental shift yet. So they still focus on violence versus righteousness. But God sent him to go do that, to go cut that grove down, to wake his people up. Because he can't inform and protect and bless a people that's breaking the covenant.
That's it.
Can't do it.
Can't do it.
That's out of bounds. That's a flag on the play. Let's go to 2 Kings 23. Let's show him doing it again. Whole separate group of people. And he does it again, trying to get our attention. 2 Kings 23. They think God changes. Nah, he's still the same. So watch what he does, because they was dealing with that pagan worship. So what they did is this in 2 Kings 23 and verse 1. When you get there, go ahead and read.
And the king sent, and they gathered unto him all the elders of Judah and of Jerusalem.
This is King Josiah, the one that was prophesied, the child that was going to be born. Go ahead.
And the king went up into the house of the Lord, and all the men of Judah and all the inhabitants of Israel with him.
Right.
And the priests and the prophets and all the people, both small and great.
Right.
And he read in their ears all the words of the book of the covenant, which was found in the house of the Lord.
They were so far off from the Lord, they lost the book. They found the book, and he brought all the dignitaries of Judah and said, y'all gonna listen to what God said. Go ahead.
And the king stood by a pillar and made a covenant before the Lord to walk after the Lord, and to keep his commandments and his testimonies and his statutes with all their heart and all their soul, to perform the words of their covenant that were written in the book.
Written
in this book. And all the people stood to the covenant.
That's like when we open up with prayer, we stay into the covenant, because Exodus 20 is the covenant. Go now to that's in verse 4.
No,
give me 7.
It's top of 4 now.
Okay, yeah, give me 4. Give me 4.
And the king commanded Hilkiah, the high priest, and the priests of the second order, and the keepers of the door, to bring forth out of the temple of the Lord all the vessels that were made for Baal.
Right. So bring out the temple of God all the vessels that y'all made for Baal. Go ahead.
And for the grove.
And for the grove.
And for all the hosts of heaven.
And all the hosts of heaven.
And he burnt them without Jerusalem in the fields.
And he took them out Jerusalem and burned them all. God yet again knocking on our door. Go ahead.
Burnt them without Jerusalem in the fields of Kidron, and carried the ashes of them unto Bethel.
Now give me down verse 7. Because who else was around when we had lost the book of the law? Verse 7.
And he brake down the houses of the Sodomites.
Oh, the what?
And he brake down the houses of the Sodomites.
Because they didn't know that they was right next door. They get real close to the church as they do today, but people don't know that. Go ahead.
That were by the house of the Lord, where the woman wove hangings for the grove.
With the same place where they put them hangings, right? Verse 11.
And he took away the horses that the kings of Judah had given to their son.
So before Josiah, other kings did sun worship. So Josiah took away the horses that the kings gave to the sun. S-U-N. Go ahead.
At the entering in of the house of the Lord.
It was inside the house of the Lord as you enter in. Go ahead.
By the chamber of Nathan Melech, the chamberlain, which was in the suburbs, and the burnt chariots of the son of the fire.
It's too much talking. I'm trying to lock in. Go ahead.
And the altars that were on the top of the upper chamber of Ahaz, which the kings of Judah had made.
Right.
And the altars which Manasseh had made in the two courts of the house of the Lord.
Right.
Did the king beat down?
He beat them down. Go ahead.
And break them down from thence.
He broke them. Go ahead.
And cast the dust of them into the brook Kidron.
Keep going.
And the high places that were before.
Give me 14. 14.
And he brake in pieces the images and cut down the groves and filled their places with the bones of men.
So dead bodies was a way to defile something. So he took the bones of men and scattered it over this place that is now defiled, because God wanted that thing defiled for him. Go ahead.
Verse 15. Moreover, the altar that was at Bethel and the high place which Jeroboam the son of Nebat, who made Israel to sin, had made, both that altar and the high place he brake down and burnt the high place and stamped it small to powder and burned the grove.
And burned it to the grove. Now, all this was prophesied to happen. Verse 16 says, didn't you know that everything that he did to your paganism was destroyed because God had prophesied Josiah's going to come by name and burn it all to the ground and scatter your bones on this altar because you worship the sun, the moon, and the stars? Verse 16.
And Josiah turned himself. He spied the sepulchres that were there in the mount.
He found the graves. Go ahead. Because these men were dead by now. He said, there they go that did this.
Wow.
He went to their graves and did what?
And sent and took the bones out of the sepulchres.
Give me their bones. Go ahead.
And burned them upon the altar.
I'm going to put them on this pagan altar you built and burn your bones on the altar. So if they weren't cremated, they were cremated then. Go ahead.
And polluted it according to the word of the Lord, which the man of God proclaimed, who proclaimed these words.
Hold on. This is all according to the word of the Lord?
Yes.
Because the word of the Lord said, I want that thing polluted. Get rid of it. In fact, bring their bones and put it all over the altar and show that I disrespect them that disrespect me. Wow. And that's exactly what he had Josiah do. This is a whole separate generation. Gideon dead, long gone, right? But he's still fighting against paganism that we are holding up. Last spot, Jeremiah chapter 3. Because every so often we are fortunate to hear what we may never hear the rest of our lives.
Teach. Or we didn't hear in the past.
That's why we weren't allowed to read the book when we were in slavery, because you might come into yourself, find out who you are, and turn and get some mercy. But he said, no, don't even let them read. Jeremiah 3:14. When you get there, go ahead and read.
Turn, O backsliding children, saith the Lord, for I am married unto you. And I will take you, one of a city,
right,
and two of a family,
right,
and I will bring you to Zion.
To heaven.
To Zion.
Oh, Zion, because that's on earth. It's the Romans that told you going to heaven. You don't know that either. Go ahead.
And I will give you pastors according to mine heart.
And I will give you what?
Pastors.
According to what?
To my heart.
Where's his heart? In this word. So you know what he has to say. Go ahead.
Which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding.
Then you will get fed with knowledge and understanding. As long as you have pastors that's not according to his heart, you will not be fed with knowledge and understanding, and you will be found yourself in the abyss of darkness, of not having any insight of why things are happening in your life. But when you get knowledge, understanding, and someone tells you cut down that grove because we have did a Christ mass investigation and we have found Satan in your house, you open the front door and let him in, and whatever angels he chooses to come with, and we reap the consequences. That's why Christmas Day is the deadliest day of the year, according to many sources.
That's it.
Because we've invited death in our households. Because when you don't listen to the truth, to God's words, you have invited and say that you love death. I thank you for your time. Oh.